The
No,
likelihood
less money.
is
Less money.
no.
Less money for more food that
Yeah,
you're
I'll spend
throwing
less. I'll spend less money for more food
that you just throw away.
that I could potentially. Man, four corn dogs for $4 is a good deal.
That was a great deal. I didn't want four corn
That's
dogs.
crazy though. Like,
Three friends united, ready to confess, taking on the world with JARdon the mess. A podcast born from chaos and unrest, spreading truth and laughter. We won't digress. Gather round the table, microphones in hand, embarking on adventures of chaotic band in the RPG world.
back from
Worlds
those
invest.
effect, effect.
Effect. All
Ah,
right, I'm gonna hit you guys right out the gate with
oh,
I've been drinking a lot
yeah,
yesterday
same.
and Friday
Yeah.
because if I'm gonna there's a certain point in my life where if enough pain is being inflicted on me, then I need to inflict some pain on myself so that I know that I'm the reason that it's happening.
Okay.
That's
So
very
I'm gonna
morbid.
rehash a story that a discussion. I don't even know it's a discussion topic. It's more of a rant.
Go
I've
ahead.
said over and over again,
Do
which
it.
is veterinarians are a complete fleecing of money.
They're a racket, bro. It's a
It's a
fucking
racket,
racket.
bro. I
It's
won't go
a
into the gory details, but it was like Wednesday. I woke up, I'm getting ready for work, going in early because we had this call or whatever. And I'm like literally brushing my teeth, final stages of like, all right, cool. I'm gonna literally get in my car and go. And I come out and I look in the living room. So I said I'm gonna spare the details, but no, I'm gonna tell you all the gory details. There's
yeah.
just this pool
Give
of
it.
blood, like bloody water looking stuff from like Ninja's pee pad, and this
Oh,
trail just leading from the living room into my bedroom, right?
That's
And
bad.
so I'm like, oh God. So I'm walking, literally seeing like the little drips, and then under the bed. So I'm like afraid that I'm gonna go under my like look under my bed and my dog's gonna
Don't do
be
that.
like dead. And he's under there. I was like, are you all right? What's going on? So take him to the
uh-huh.
vet, and the long story short, right? He looked like he had blood coming out of his dick.
Cool. Yeah.
No, I thought it was his stool, but then it was him peeing, and I'm like, okay, maybe it's like a UTI. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I take him in. Of course, they go, well, we can do this test, we can do this test, blah 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 blah. And they're walking me through, and I go, okay, that's fine, sure, great, whatever. And so the person's like, all right, the doctor was super helpful or informative. But then she goes, all right, I'm gonna go run some numbers and then I'll come back to you with the quotes, right? And I was like, okay, God, I wonder what this is gonna be.
Run some numbers.
Yeah. So then comes back, and it's not even her, it's like one of the technicians.
Yeah.
And they like they're like talking to me, but I just see them holding this paper, and I'm like, you don't need to talk to me. Just show me the paper. Let me know how much this gut punch is gonna be, and then I'll fucking process it, right? So she's holding this piece of paper. I'm like zoning in on it. I'm like not really listening to her. She finally, I'm like, I see two numbers on this page. And I go, both of them are annoying, but one of them is significantly cheaper than the other one. I go, okay, what's this? And she finally is like, well, okay, so this one is for, if we ran all these tests, this one's if we ran all these tests. And I go, okay, well, like, what's the difference, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, this cheaper number would just look for this. This higher number means we'd look for all these other things. So I go, so what you're saying is if I did the cheaper one and it's something that's in that other category, you just won't know, right? So we need to do then that test inevitably again, right? Yeah. Okay,
Mhm.
well then let's just fucking do that. All right. So it's like $855 later, right? They take this test, right? All right, whatever. So I leave and they're like, all right, we'll let you know the results. So I'm at work and I get this phone call. And the guy's like, yeah, so we're I'm looking through his test and I'm kind of alarmed. I was like, oh shit, here we go. We're still waiting for these things to come back, but I noticed there's high level of glucose in your dog's urine. And I go, okay, well, what does that mean? And it's just like, well, it means potentially that your dog has diabetes. Uh, I go, okay. Or he has this disease where his stomach is eating itself from the inside.
What?
And I,
Jesus.
and I go, well, here's hoping it's diabetes. And so then they're like, you need to, and so I'm like crying at work. I'm like, just tears are like coming down my face. And they're like, you need to come in and do blood work. We need to do more blood work, right? I want to just make sure that I'm just not reading this wrong. And I go, okay, fine. So then I go in and I'm like freaking out because,
Yeah.
in my head, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? Guy does the blood test, and he comes back out and again, very informative, really nice, really like, and he's like, hey, so like, good news. I don't know why, but no glucose in his blood. So whatever that was before was just some sort of fluke. So he's not diabetes, it's not that other thing. I go, oh, okay. So does that mean, but what does this mean? Because nobody's told me what's wrong with him yet.
Yeah.
And we gave him this like antibacterial like shot initially if it was this UTI.
Yeah.
But essentially it's like it boils down to for me, I said this without saying this, but I think my implication was clear because the guy kind of understood. I was like, I've essentially spent $1,000 for you all to tell me that you don't know what's wrong with my dog. Do
Right.
you understand how I'm a little frustrated with it?
Yeah.
And the guy essentially was like, yeah, it is strange, huh? Yeah. I guess we just gotta kind of keep watching him and then, maybe, blah 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 blah, and we'll see that those tests will come in on Tuesday.
God.
And I go, okay. And then I just went home and I just got drunk, just fucking blitzed on Friday night because I'm like, well, if I just spent $1,000 on essentially nothing. Uh,
God.
I'm at least gonna get, I'm at least gonna get
God.
drunk and play Helldivers.
Jesus.
And then last night I was like, no, I still feel really bad about this because I spent $1,000 essentially. I just burnt $1,000, just lit on fire for no. Again, I have peace of mind that it's not diabetes or the gut eating disease. But
That's
again, I
crazy.
didn't know that that was an option beforehand. So I literally spent that money to have like stress and fear to then be like, haha, just kidding, lols. So anyway,
Well,
so
are they
I
doing other tests?
there's one other test that they're waiting on getting, and it's supposed to come back on Tuesday. So, but then I said, well, what if that comes back negative, which I hope is the case. Like, there's nothing in there. They're like, oh, well, then it probably is just this UTI thing, and maybe there's like bacteria, and we already gave him a shot. We might just give him another shot, and he might be good. We just kind of have to monitor him. So the cheapest thing was the shot from the get-go, but I've spent all this extra time and money on them ruling out stuff, and I go, dude, this is like I know they're trying, but it's like in my mind, it's exactly what you said, Randy.
Yeah.
It's like I was like, this is a racket, man. I'm just getting like raked over the coals.
Yep. Yep.
It
So
sucks.
I got really drunk this weekend, but now I'm trying
Yeah.
to turn it around. But jarring the
Yeah.
mess, everybody. Jarring the
Yeah.
freaking mess.
It's like when I got my well, hopefully Ninja's okay.
Yeah.
So I saw him.
He seems fine, and
Yeah.
he's not bleeding out his dick
And
anymore. So
why?
that's all
Why? He's
good.
like, oh yeah, he ate some strawberry preservatives. That's why.
Yeah. In my mind, it's just whatever. Fuck. Oh,
It's
I'm
like
getting
it's
angry
like when
again.
I went and got my shoulder diagnosed. They're like, you have a torn labrum. You need to go get an MRI and all this stuff. So you spend like the $2,000 just for them to find out. Oh, okay. Well, it's not that. So
It's
good
not that.
news.
Yep.
You don't need surgery, so that's cool. Cortisone shot won't help. Let me send you to rehab. And I was like, well,
Rehab's
I
a joke.
just spent $1,800 for them to tell me I don't need surgery, which I guess is a win,
Yeah.
but it
Technically, I guess
doesn't
you've saved
actively
money.
fix my
Yep.
my shoulder. And like, oh yeah, you're gonna have this for the rest of your life. Okay. But it's not torn though. I'm like, all right.
Yep.
So yeah. Um, this is a weird one, and I want to talk about it. I know I put it in the questions discussion topic.
Yeah.
Companies that say you can get your paycheck 2 days early. Whoa! So
mean,
instead
like-
of me getting paid every
You
Friday,
mean like those
I'm gonna-
loan things, or like
It's not even a fucking loan. It's like, all right, or initially, it's like I'm gonna pay this company X amount of dollars just so I can get my paycheck 2 days earlier from now on.
Is this from your company that you work at, or
Every
just
company
like
does it. Like, just companies do it. Like, just well, it's not even like specific. Like, Target has something like called like a daily pay,
uh-huh.
but and I don't work at Target. Just kidding. But like
Walmart. You mean
there's
Walmart?
companies that do like these payday advances essentially, but it's like you're not taking like this massive amount. It's like I'm just getting my paycheck 2 days earlier. That's cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But why do you need it 2 days early? Why would you spend the extra money to have it 2 days early?
Right.
Just moving forward. You're just essentially moving your payday from like Wednesday or Friday to now Monday or Wednesday.
So you have to pay extra to get
Yeah.
your money sooner.
Yeah. Consistently.
Weird.
Yeah. It's a racket.
I'll wait.
But now, like when I was younger, I was doing payday advances like crazy, and I was fucking tits up, bro. Like every paycheck was basically I can't even afford this.
Yeah.
And that's when you
Right.
go into the place with a check and they give you like the money and blah blah blah. The only way I got out of it is my mom had to bail me out when I was like 21. She's like, or 20, I think it was like 21, I think. She's like, fuck, dude, like here, I'm just gonna give you basically just front of like half her paycheck just so I cover my shit, just so I can do not be fucked, essentially. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but
younger
it's
us.
just crazy to me seeing commercials. You get your paycheck 2 days earlier.
Yeah, I've never heard of this. This is
No,
crazy.
no, no,
Just plan better.
Yeah.
no.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm like the greatest with money and everything, but you know,
hmm
Our work has a thing where it's like you can either get paid once a month or twice a month. So it'll just be like every other week or at the end of the month. And
But if you get
the
paid every other week, couldn't you get paid a little bit more? Because then there's times you can get paid 3 times in 1 month.
I think it's
I
fixed
know, I
too.
don't know. Like,
Because
probably not, but
people are salary, right? So it's really you're just getting paid
yeah.
X amount for the month, and you want it broken up twice or one lump sum, right?
At
And like
Walgreens, I got paid once a month,
yeah,
and I got used to that pretty quick.
I
I
got
don't know.
used to it too, but I don't have a choice. Like they didn't have that option. They didn't give me like basically the company was like they only did it once a month from the get-go. And then enough people like kind of complained that they're like, all right, well, we'll offer this thing. But nobody gave me the option to switch back. I don't mind. It's 1 month, whatever.
Yeah.
But there's just times where I go, I just forget about it, and then all suddenly there's just this huge dump of money at the end of my account at the end. Or not huge, I should, whatever. It's just
You
like,
talking about
oh yeah, that's
you
right. I
make a
worked
million
for a
dollars
month.
a year. Get out of here.
Yeah, no, no. I think both of you guys make more than I do.
No, yeah,
I don't
lies.
think so.
I don't know. I don't know.
Lies.
I don't know if I'd like that
What do you
once a
mean?
month. I mean, I
Oh
guess
yeah,
like you said, you'd get used to it,
You get used
yeah.
to it.
but
But when it's a big chunk, like, look, if you're getting like paid once a month, it's like 4 grand. You're like, ooh, like what? Now it's only 3 grand because of taxes. You're like, ooh,
Yeah.
that's kind of shitty. I mean, maybe let me give that 2 weeks, I guess. But when you're on salary, I mean, as long as it's a healthy amount, so quarrels with it.
when I was at Copla, and I think Sarah was at Pro, I'd get paid 1 week and she'd get paid the next. So we'd
Ooh.
have a cheat check each week. That was
That's
hmm
pretty
pretty
cool.
dope.
hmm Yeah,
I mean,
Tanya and
neither one
I
of
both
us
get
were
paid on the
making as
same.
much now, but
Yeah. Tanya and I both get paid on the same weekends, so that's cool.
same now.
Oh, I just hate it because like I get paid because I get paid every other week, and I get paid opposite of what the ET executive managers in the store, we get paid opposite of what like the rest of the store gets paid.
Hmm.
I remember when somebody was like, some new hire was like, "Hey, when do we get paid?" I'm like, I don't know, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I do. I had to go find like some regular person. I'm like, yo, when do you guys get paid? And then of course this guy's like, I don't really look.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I guess I'm doing okay if I not. But also he was like a team leader. I'm like, fuck, man. I'm like, I don't know.
How long
Yeah.
how long would you guys work? Okay, say you get paid this Thursday, right? Supposed to, but you never got your check. How
Ooh, that's
long
a good
would you
question.
work without getting paid? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's happened at like a company or two, or. And just I'm positive that's happened at least one time or two times in my life when I was working for like some private place. Uh man, I'm telling you, but one it burned through. It's like I think like a week, and I just went there and I was like, yeah, I gotta fuck this.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever got that money. Like, to be honest with you, I don't think I ever got that, and it was just like so shitty. Um, but yeah, I think about a week. But like, you're also going based off these promises because like you're hurting,
Yeah.
and so you're working for because you're trusting this person's word,
Yep.
Right.
and then the yeah, it's a shitty feeling, bro. About a week though.
Yeah.
It happened at Pro, I don't know, 6 months or so ago that we get paid on Thursdays, right? And it was like Friday morning, checks didn't hit. And I think we didn't get to like Saturday or something. It finally hit or whatever it was.
Mhm.
But like everybody was like, what the hell?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As
it's
an
just that.
adult, I don't think I'd work very long. Like
Good.
Monday morning, if it's not in there, I'm gonna be like, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not job abandonment. You're like, well, you're not
Oh
paying me,
no.
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like, let me just contact the labor board, I
Well, and then
guess.
after a certain amount of days, if you haven't been paid, I think interest or penalties start accruing as well for that company.
What's the famous? There's this. Yeah. Sorry. The famous story of when FedEx was starting and they were like
Yeah.
didn't have money and they just went to Vegas.
Yeah, dude, put it like all on black
Really?
or like some hand of blackjack. Oh yeah, bro. Like the guy was like, yeah, the CEO of FedEx was like, we're either gonna make this nut or we're not. Like, it's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, bro. Like that's a story for the ages. And he
That's
won,
funny.
obviously. And I think it was like I want to say somewhere in the realms of like the hundreds of thousands of dollars, just to like, all right, man, we'll get through. We'll get through.
That's funny.
That's cool. That's a cool one. Ah,
Oh, did I talk about my colonoscopy yet?
no. No,
No.
I
you've
talked
been
about
You
talking to
talked
prep,
about the
you've
right?
talked
prep.
to us about
Yeah.
it, but not on like
How I
I,
was, oh my
You gotta
God, that
drink like
liquid.
yeah.
Oh, that
Ugh.
stuff was, it was weird. It didn't taste terrible, but it didn't taste good. And I had to
thick.
drink a whole gallon of it
It's
in
gross.
24 hours. It
God,
was rough.
I can only
Um,
imagine.
but needless to say, I was, you know how like when you vomit on an empty stomach
Hmm.
and you have that like yellowy,
Yeah,
acidy
stomach
shit
acid.
Vile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was coming out of my butthole.
Oh yeah.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
But the colonoscopy, they sedated me and I started to fall asleep. And then I noticed the camera.
Ah!
There's a big screen, like I'm laying down, right? There's a big screen right here. And I just see the camera go up my booty hole. I didn't feel it, luckily. But
Like,
yeah.
wait, that's my butt.
Yeah, that's my booty
Yeah, so I
hole.
watched the camera go up my butt.
That's really funny.
I know Colin had a colonoscopy, but I think it was for some stomach issues. So he's done that. But yeah, it's I was just thinking about it, like,
Wow.
yeah, I gotta get one sooner or later. You know, at
Well, and usually you
least
don't
like
get
that.
into like 40s or something, I think.
Yeah.
It's approaching.
Mhm.
Just know it's a lot of fun. I suggest
Mhm.
taking the day off,
Yeah.
2 days off before.
So what do you got? What do you got? What's written down for a topic? What do you have?
Oh, what's written down? All right. We took the vets. Let's talk about workplace pet peeves.
Oh yeah.
Everything working,
Nothing
but
grinds
not
my
fun.
gears more whenever a an employee takes fake money.
Mm.
That
What do you mean?
like
Knowingly?
someone is paying with fake cash and one of my employees takes it because they're not checking.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying.
And every time it happens, I just like fire in my eyes. I'm like, my immediate reaction is like, have you never held money before? How did this happen? What the hell?
Yeah.
And then I'm holding the money in my hand. I'm like, it's clearly fake. Like, what are we doing? And it's like I can't like sit there and yell at them, but
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah,
like, come into my office or come and talk to me. What's going on? Because it's such a like it's like why?
yeah.
And then also customers that
Goes to my
always
room.
scan something twice, and then I gotta stop what I'm doing to remove it off the self checkout.
Hmm.
I'm like, how does this? I've never scanned anything twice. 100%, I've never done that in self checkout. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then people that have their kids scan the stuff, and then they scan it twice. And then I told one lady before, I'm like, look, this is 2 times now. Maybe stop having your 3-year-old try to scan things. And maybe we can get this line down because I've got like 11 people in line and you're still sitting here. Like, let's go. Or like the kids keep doing it, so like the whole entire system thinks it's fraudulent. So it's like start over.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, like it blows me away. Like, why can't you scan it one time, and why do you have to let your kids scan this?
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
then usually when that happens and they have to start over, and majority of the time it's people with kids. I'm like, the system thinks you're doing something fraudulent, so you got to start over. Like, I mean, that's what the truth. I'm not lying. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and then they look behind them and there's a line. I'm like, yeah, now the pressure's on.
Yep.
Quit
You
fucking
should feel
around. Let's
shitty.
go.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yep. Yep.
So what you're saying is that you shouldn't have kids.
No, what you're saying is one, to go even further, you always pay with card and forget your cash because that takes forever.
Oh yeah.
Cash, oh God. And then, yeah, yeah. Don't let your kids do self checkout. Have them put it out or hand it to you, but yeah.
Oh,
Those
those
are little
Walmart
things. Little things.
customers.
But
My
cash
pet,
is one big one.
my work pet peeve is a little bit different. It's more of an office setting than like retail. But for me, and maybe I'm a culprit of it too, or guilty of it too, I should say. But it's like because we're all in these like digital Zoom meetings a lot, it's people who don't uh who talk so loudly as if like they are unaware that other people around them are trying to work,
Yeah.
right? So I'm sitting there just being like, trying to do whatever, and just somebody just so loud, and I just want to like go look over and be like, dude, just ask the person on the other person probably can hear you, and if they can't, just ask them to turn up their volume. Like the fact that you're like, I don't know, it's so
Hmm.
so annoying. That and
Like you're
then
not
like,
the only ones here.
yeah, exactly. That and then the other one that really gets me is people who uh treat the like office sink just with like complete disrespect, where it's
Yeah.
just like, hey, like they're like, oh well, I'm not getting paid to clean this up, well, so whatever, and it's just there's this like mess in the sink, and I go, yeah, but we all have to use this. Like if you were just an adult and just like cleaned your dish correctly or didn't leave all this junk in there, it wouldn't be dirty. Like it's super simple. Do you do this at your house? Like I don't know. So
Yeah.
just there's certain things I just go, ugh.
I hate when coworkers don't um how do I say this? When they don't own up to their like
Mm,
mistakes, when they do something wrong and or so mine's also a little different, right? So I have coworkers who will not do something correctly or not pay attention to certain things that are happening, watching, people.
yeah.
Um, for context, I'm a dispatcher, so watching people, I mean watching their units. But anyways, when I'm taking over, like when I come on, I take over the county, for all the units. And some unit might be doing something weird or something whatever, and I'll ask some people about it, and they'll just be like, I don't know, I wasn't watching at the time, I didn't have
Ugh.
the county at the time, this person did this or whatever. So it's like they're deflecting or not even just owning,
Yeah.
you know yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know, and just shitty work ethic,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Shitty.
like
really it's like
laziness.
the laziness. There's another one back to the self checkout. It's like a person, something doesn't work right on the first one. So then they migrate over to the next one, but then the first one that they were on isn't cleared. So now other people can't use it. And then they just leave a paper awake. And then you can come over like, dude, what are you doing? Oh, well, it did. I'm like, yeah, well, stop and just wait for someone to come and help. The light's flat. That's why I'm here. And this was all in a period of like 45 seconds. And now I got to stop what I'm doing and clear. It's like, dude, oh, like people are so dumb. Like it's just the
Just do
inconsiderate.
away
Like they
with
don't
self
think.
checkout.
They don't think.
They don't think. No.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
All right,
that
I
was
have
just that one. Yeah.
I have a change of topic, but
Sure.
interesting hypothetical for you. But it was an actual for me. So I have a coworker that does this really fun once a month craft club. Like we'll get together and build things and paint things, do whatever. Super fun. Doing it yesterday, but I was like, oh, so I went to the grocery store to pick up some like uh snacks and stuff for the thing, and I go, well, this is at like 1 o'clock, so I really should eat something beforehand because it's gonna go to like 5:30, and I just don't want to be angry and hungry when I'm or hangry when I'm there, right? So right next to my, on the way, there's a little grocery store. There's a Wiener Schnitzel, right? Hot dog stand. And I'm like, fuck it, whatever. I'll just eat a corn dog and then that'll hold me over and then I'll move on. So I go up to the thing and I go, yeah, one corn dog, please. First off, I was really frustrated at the price of one corn dog because it was like $3 or whatever, and I was like, really? Like this is ridiculous. But whatever, that's fine. It was like three something. And the person looked at me and goes, hey, yeah, do you want four corn dogs? And I go, no, I just want the one. He's like, yeah, but like there's a deal right now where it's four corn dogs for $4. So you're paying more for one corn dog. Yeah, I just want the one corn dog though.
God, dude.
And she's like, yeah, but it's cheaper if you buy four. But I'm not going to eat those. I just want one. And the person was like, I like broke. We were like at this impasse because the person didn't want to ring me up for one corn dog, and I didn't want four corn dogs. So if you are in that situation, even if it's, will you spend less money for more food that you're going to throw away, or more money for less food that you know you're going to eat?
I'll spend more money for the food that I'll probably throw away because the
No,
likelihood
less money,
is
less money,
no.
less money for more food that
Yeah,
you're throwing
I'll spend less money for more food
that you just throw away.
that I could potentially. Man, four corn dogs for $4 is a good deal.
That was a great deal. I didn't want four corn dogs.
That's crazy though. Like
I'd save them for later.
for like how cheap it is. You're like I just need to win. I just hold my ground.
Bert,
Yeah,
you
no, I
remember?
was like, I'm not going to eat this. If you gave it to me, I was
You were
gonna
going
put-
doing a thing though. You could have handed a corn dog to someone else.
I guess I could have, or I literally
Bert.
could have just handed them to somebody on the street. But I
That's
literally
true.
was like, it was the
Oh.
principle of just sell me a corn dog for $1. I don't understand then.
Bert, remember when we started the zombie apocalypse, we were doing the trait creation or whatever, and you had said something about you have like a strong stomach because you
Mhm.
eat like all the shit. I would have just saved the other corn dogs, like kept them in my car or something, and then ate them on the way home.
See, but yeah, you guys are the same people. I brought up the whole there was a Carl's
Because
Jr.
that's a
bag at
snack
my
for
house.
later.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
And I was
would
like,
eat that.
I wouldn't eat it, but my two friends were like, yeah, I'd eat that.
Yeah.
And I talked to like a few people, and they're like, yeah, I would eat that. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So I just
In
didn't
the
want I
bag,
don't
in
want my
the
car
wrapper.
smell like corn dogs.
In the bag, in the wrapper.
Delicious.
Whew.
Sticker still on it.
Sticker's still on it. Like so it's just like you feel bad you're eating someone else's food, but I mean like, yeah, that's not my fault.
She's gonna go to waste. She's got to
You can't let it go to waste. At least eat the burger, leave the fries.
No, the fries would probably be the only thing I'd eat. I'd put those back in the toaster oven or air fryer,
uh,
I want a corn dog.
burn everything off.
air fryer's good.
Dude, Wiener
Fryer's
Schnitzel's
nice.
good though. Can we talk about Wiener Schnitzel?
Tell
I've
me
only
about
had
it
it a
because
handful of times.
I've only had it. Yeah, I think
Same.
I've only had it twice, and one of them when I was just irate that I needed one corn dog instead of four.
You gotta
So
deal with it.
walk me through it. What do I go when I go there? Because I saw a lot of stuff on the menu. I was like, I don't know, but
I just get a regular corn dog with cheese. I've only been
that's
there a
pretty
couple
good.
times as well.
I don't even. I haven't. I don't. I think the last time I was there was probably when we were doing some youth event.
That's a long time.
That's a long fucking time. Like over 15 years. Yeah.
Hey, Sonic has good hot dogs.
Yeah, they're just out of the
That's a fake
way.
thing. It doesn't exist.
Have you ever been to that place in Petaluma? I think they're still there. You know where the dealership mart is?
You mean Bert's like dad's brother's hot dog stand?
No, it's not a hot dog stand. It's
Okay.
okay. So you know the Petaluma, like the Auto Mart, right? It's kind of
Yeah.
near Denny's and shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, if you keep going down a bit,
Mhm.
and then there's that big like cow farm
Yeah.
factory
Yeah,
or
It's
whatever it
the
is.
fucking hot dog
Oh,
stand.
is that what it is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not really a stand.
Well, I know it's not a stand, but no, negative. I've never been there. Because I
I've
looked online, I thought they were closed, and apparently they're not. But it's
been there
like,
once and it was good.
yeah,
But
The
anyways,
auction yard.
who owns
the
it?
auction yard. Yeah, that's one of Bert's family
That's
members.
family. Yeah.
Oh shit! So I can go
My
in there and be
grand.
like, "Hey, I know Bert Jennings."
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if the
One and a
restaurant
half
people
times more.
would know who I am, but the
Yeah.
auction yard, yeah, yeah. That's like we would used to go there all the time because it used to be my I'm trying to remember my history on this correct, but it was my dad was running the thing in there, and then he sold it to Mike, who was Mike's at the yard, and then Mike's at the Crossroads, the burger joint
Oh,
that's in
okay.
Katati. Started in Petaluma. It started in that little diner spot in the thing, uh, and then yeah, then they sold it to this hot dog place, which I've yet to go to. But yes,
Yeah.
technically all that is cool. I used to hang out there all the time.
Yeah, maybe I'll get Mike's at the crossroad today.
Randy, we
I
should
hadn't
go to
been
the
there in
hot dog.
forever.
We should go to
Yeah,
the hot dog place next time we go to the range.
I'm down. I'm down. Definitely down. Still kind of butthurt that I don't know how to use my fucking AR right, but you know.
Dude, figure it out. So I
I
can't go next week
know.
because
It's
I
like one of the
picked
dudes
up
at the
shifts.
gym. He was like, "I was trying to tell you, bro. I know how to do all that. I could come over and help you." He got a lot of energy.
I don't want that in my life.
No, he's got a lot of energy to show me, but it's just like I'm not hyped up about the gun like that. No, but his name's Antonio. He's a great guy. But he was like, I can show you how to use it. I'm like, fuck, dude, like I need to like I want to go learn how to use it or to use it more, but I just don't have that desire.
Yeah,
It's not really burning desire. You know, at the end of an AA meeting, they're like, does anybody have a burning desire they want to get off your chest? I'm like, no, this isn't it. So basically, it's like a $1,800 ornament in my house.
So you should learn how to use it before we start the
I
campaign.
know,
though.
because like the few shots I got off were cool. Whoa, Jesus.
Is my little headset thing in here? It looks like a McDonald's
Yes,
logo.
it's right
This?
No, it looks like a little French fry.
The French fries? I saw that downstairs.
there. Oh, French fry.
Well, her charger for her AirPods is like a little McDonald's French fry. All right. Okay. Speaking of fast food, we don't talk about fast food like that. So the other night I close. I close on a certain day a week. So I come home and I open the trash to throw some away. I'm like, there's a fucking like Taco Bell like big box meal there. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like,
Did you open it?
huh. Yeah, I fucking opened it. Even though
Did
it's in
you
the
eat it?
trash, I picked it up and I was like, oh, like I'm like, this bitch just went and got like, okay. But then I was putting it back. I'm like, wait, this has got some weight to it still. Like, what the fuck? So then I open it, right? I was like, I'm looking in there. I'm like, yeah, like I'm looking at like what it came with. It came with like a burrito, a chalupa, and like some chips or whatever, like a soft taco. But then there was like a hard taco in there. I was like, what the fuck? It's still wrapped in the wrapper, all this stuff. I grabbed it. I even opened it. I was like, no, no, no. So then I had PTSD. I was thinking of like when Andrew, when he first came to the school and he grabbed that boat of cheese off the top of the the trash, and then he was like, "It's still good cheese," and ate it, and he had the nickname for the rest of high school, Cheese. I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not fucking doing this.
I'm not gonna
Put it
be
back.
Andrew.
Put it back. Left it in the trash.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, Tanya, why the fuck didn't you just like leave that out? I might have eaten that. She's like, it wasn't part of the order. It's wrong. I'm like, yeah, but it was still like a taco that you could have left on the counter. She's like, why didn't you just eat it? I'm like, I'm not gonna eat out of the trash. Like, I'm just not gonna do that.
Wait, was
Like,
it your trash at home?
my trash at home? Yeah. Like, but
You
I wasn't
wouldn't
gonna
you
do
wouldn't
that.
eat it?
No, I wasn't gonna do it. I mean, like, I just the taco was it was a hard taco, but it was soggy
I
as fuck.
can't say that I would not eat it.
So Bert, that's
Being
ask your friends.
being at
I
home.
couldn't do it. I couldn't
Being
do
at
it.
home.
I couldn't
Now,
do that.
if I was out in public, like at your work
No.
or something, I thought you said this was at work.
No.
I would not do it. But
No,
if it's at home, I know what I throw away. If
no,
it's in
no,
a
that's
if
yeah.
it's in a box
It was,
wrapped
dude,
up,
it was in the box and it was wrapped.
there's
I'm
a
telling you.
50% chance I might
feel
eat
like
that.
you guys don't know how germs work.
No, but like I get that, but not even really the germs aspect. I just couldn't let myself do it. Now, on the flip side, if that was like a purely wrapped up in and out double, yeah, I probably would have grabbed that. Like, I'm like, well, since I haven't had Taco Bell in like 5 years, I'm like, well, I'm not going to start out in the trash.
I'm just saying, there's a 50% chance I might
There's
eat
a
that.
50. There's a 50.
It's not 100. It's not 100. It just depends on how hungry I am.
Yeah. Yeah, but man, then I think I just like chopped up some chicken and ate it with some rice. I'm like, man, like,
I
I
had the most.
definitely thought about it.
What if you put a brand new trash bag in there and then it's in the box
My
inside the
trash is
taco
like,
wrap?
I mean, the top is probably stinky and dirty. Who cleans the top of the trash? Bert, how you feeling? How much did you drink last night?
Drink too much. I might go throw up. I ordered food last night. I got a gift card for Uber Eats for Christmas. I was like, whatever. I never really use it. And I was like, I'm gonna use it. So I placed an order. I was super excited. I was about to get drunk, and then I was like, I'm gonna get chicken wings and I ordered this food. And I'm literally staring at my phone because it's like the little you see this little emoji of the car going to go. They're going to go pick up your food. You can like see it coming to your house. And I was getting like so excited. So excited. I can literally see this car get there to the place. It was like Hawaiian hot chicken. And it's like, whatever. So your driver's name is Steve. And then as I'm looking at the phone, I'm like, all right, I'm doing something. I'm like getting super excited. And I look back at my phone and it's changed from your driver is Roy. And I go, wasn't it Steve a second ago? And I'm like, oh, that's weird. And then like I'm still kind of just waiting, and it's time there, and they go, your food will probably be there by this time, but no later than this. And I go, oh man, God, I'm so excited for this hot chicken. And then I get this notification, and it's just like, boo-doo-doo. It's like, your order has been canceled. And I go, what? And it's just no explanation, no nothing. Credited the money back, but literally they just canceled my order. And I just sat there. It was like the most like frustrating thing to go from me literally justifying and then fantasizing about this food, but then having it like ripped away from me. Where like when you were like, yeah, I guess I just made some chicken and rice, and like that's what I ended up doing. And it was the most like sad, depressing thing because I was so excited for this like unhealthy fried chicken, spicy fried chicken. I was like, oh man, I'm so excited to then be like, well, at this point, I'm really hungry in the food, and I just went and made chicken and rice.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Uber Eats just disappoints.
Just disappoints.
So, would you rather go to McDonald's and spend 35, 40 bucks for food? Or would you rather take that extra time and potentially spend the same amount of money and go to like Chili's or Applebee's?
It depends.
Probably Chili's or Applebee's, because at this point, you could probably get more food at Chili's and Applebee's for 40 bucks than you can at McDonald's.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree. I'd rather do Chili's or Applebee's. The problem is, and I think this is the key, is both of you have significant others that you can go eat out with.
Mm.
So me just going by myself to Chili's or Applebee's is one of the most, it's depressing.
Unless it's like a fancy kind of lunch spot, it's like, ooh, what are you doing by here?
Yeah, why are you by yourself?
If you're like, it's like if it's In-N-Out or a fast food place, sure, whatever.
Yeah, because I can just grab that and then take it to my house or whatever, eat it there and
Yeah,
whatever.
but
I
why
mean, you
can't
could
you
eat
go
at
by
the bar and
yourself?
be like, I'm doing this solo eating
I
at the
do that.
bar
I'll
thing.
I'll go to the bar and I'll bring like a book, but it's still depressing.
No,
See,
no.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. Like, it's like drinking alone. I don't know why it's so frowned upon.
Well,
You
yeah.
gotta eat. You also want to go eat out and sit down. Why does you have to have someone else?
I really enjoy eating at In-N-Out, like either with Tanya or by myself. Like I really,
In and out I'll do for myself
it's
for sure.
just I like to observe everything, dude. So get
Yeah.
this.
Well, hold
Yeah,
on.
go ahead.
The eating. Have you guys seen the movie Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
Long
I
time ago,
don't.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
It's one of
I
my
don't think so.
favorite movies. I rewatch it every year around Valentine's because I'm alone and depressed. And so there's just this scene where he goes to the restaurant and it's Jonah Hill's like the whatever the hostess, and he's like, cool, uh, whatever. The main guy's like, yeah, I'd like to, if I didn't make reservations for any tables, yeah, I can put you. It's just you, and he goes, yeah, just me. You're waiting for your wife or whatever. He's like, no, it's just me. He's like, oh man, that's really going to be depressing. You're sure you want to do that? All right, and he like sits him down. It's perfectly encapsulates. I'll find you. I'll find the clip. I'll send to you. But how I feel when I go by myself. Anyways, Randy, what were you gonna
Hold on, before I forget this,
say?
I am thinking about this year's Final Fantasy, picking the draft, doing this massive 12, like all free for all on Age of Empires.
Hmm,
Just doing this giant like
that'd be cool.
battle.
Promise me you'll have a good
Like
time.
NPCs versus
Yeah,
NPCs. Yeah,
yeah,
that'd
yeah.
be cool.
Just all NPCs and just everyone battle it out.
That'd be cool. I would like that.
That or the spelling bee, the national spelling bee. But anyways, go ahead.
Oof. So the other night when I was at work, um,
Not a target.
these
Walmart.
these two girls, they asked me
Walmart.
something because I was looking for something. I was near the electronics section, and you could just tell someone that works at In-N-Out. You could just tell.
Mhm.
Okay, one, they're just wearing the pants and they're wearing black shoes. Like, it's just
Shoes for
the
crews.
pants are a giveaway. Why? Because there's fucking grease all over them.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why.
yeah.
And there's a fucking big ass pin hanging off the side that their keys are on.
Cheese stains.
Yeah. So I was talking to her. I'm like, hey, yeah, what level are you? She's like, what? I'm like, what level are you? She's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I know you work in and out. She's like, oh, I'm only a level 2. They won't put me on like French fries, try to get to like level 3, but they're just no, they're holding me back. I was like, oh, okay. What do you guys start off at? And we were talking for a little bit. I'm like, yeah, I worked there. But she was like, oh, we start off at like $23 an hour. I was like, that's pretty healthy over
Are you
fucking In and
Yeah.
Out.
serious?
Yeah, in Mill Valley.
Yeah.
And I told her, I'm like,
J-Paul?
now here's where it got me. Now they still do their 25-cent raises. Okay. That's what she told me. She's like, I got raises, but it was only like 50 cents. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. But then she was like, like level 7s and level 8s, she's like not even like the third manager. She's like, yeah, I think you're getting paid like 27, 28. I'm like, no fucking way. I thought they'd be getting paid like 30, $35 an hour.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
But I just want to bring that up because it's kind of shocking. I thought they would have scaled up like dramatically,
Yeah. Because
at least with somebody
point,
that
yeah.
could run the store at that point while
Yep.
not being a manager.
Yep.
But I was like, what do you guys think? What are your guys' thoughts on that? Like the money for like level 7s and 8s before you're like a third or a second. Because I mean, by then they gotta at least be making like 30, $35.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Because
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the store manager's making like $1.20.
Yep.
Like it doesn't matter what store, you're just getting paid that much. Thoughts?
Um, I
That's
would
like fuck In
imagine,
and Out.
yeah, 6, 7s, and 8s are making more, at least 30.
They should be.
Because Panda shows make some crazy number. It's like 22 or the $30 an hour or some shit.
Yeah, I think
Um,
they're fast foods, so they probably qualify for that.
but
But yeah, I just very, very interesting. This
What
they
does
just
your
not be
work
able to
start at?
go 1950,
It's
depending
not
on
bad.
so like Roner Park starts off at like 19, so like my store is like 1950.
That's not
Think
bad.
think it's not yeah, it's decent ish. But I think the team leaders, depending on the city, they start off at counties too. It's between like 25 and $28 an hour. So I'm like, yeah, that makes sense to me, I guess, just seeing how the scale up, but just having having worked at In and Out when I was getting paid 10.50 an hour,
Yep.
it just seemed like everybody was getting paid like so much more if I was a manager.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
by then they could have only been getting paid like 18.
Yeah, I
Uh,
couldn't imagine it was.
but I just thought like it was just interesting, just getting that little tidbit.
Yeah, that is. I mean, I remember we were getting that 10 and I was like, holy smokes, I'm
You're making
loaded.
so much
Oh,
money.
bro, like minimum wage is like 8.25, get 10. This is nuts. Making a paycheck, son. Like, yeah, but
Would you guys
there's
ever
no
go
way.
back to In and Out?
Yeah, if I was getting paid 80 to start off, yeah. That's never happened. Yeah.
I don't think I could shave.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Yeah, that's one like, well, yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, yeah, I'd be fine. Yeah. Come in with that 5 o'clock shower every day. It's not like long. Oh, but In and Out is good. God
So
damn it.
good.
Now I'm
It
really
sounds really
hungry.
good. Really,
I
really
know, I
good.
need food. And then, of course, Tom's like, I'm gonna go charge my car. I'm like, well, I did kind of want to get breakfast after this.
Have you
Oh,
guys ever been to Henny Penny's in Petaluma?
never.
Some diner across from Denny's.
I know exactly where it is.
It's
Exactly.
actually not bad.
No, I believe it's decent.
I mean, it's like any other diner, but
Yeah, I
it
just
was
don't
good.
want to. I always have that thing. It's like I just never drive south for food. I'm always going to drive north,
Huh.
like because it's just Santa Rosa's bigger. It has more things, but the thing with Petaluma, I know that downtown has a lot of good restaurants. Like, there's a lot of good food, a lot of little hidden things there
Yeah.
that I should, but it just always go north.
North. The North remembers.
North remembers. But they just
I
didn't
haven't.
remember how to end that show properly.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is basically what we play.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I was looking at the stats and was like, oh, you can level up for this, you can level up for this, you can do this, you can do this. I was just watching some videos. I'm like, holy shit, there's just so much you can do. And there's so many like your vitality, your strength, your agility. I'm like, damn, bro, like it's easy for me to like pick up and look at this. Now, yeah, but basically just I wouldn't say necessarily a zombie one because that one's a little bit more
Yeah, it's a little
simplified,
bit different.
but
Yeah.
definitely for the Lord of the Rings and Starship Troopers, it's very,
Yeah.
very on par.
Yeah.
You guys see
That's cool.
they're supposedly remaking Starship Troopers.
They are, and it's going to be more based off the book than the previous show, which
Oh,
I'm kind of here for. And it's the guy who did District 9. What's his name? Neil something or other. Some weird last name. So it could be really cool. Could
you
be
talking about
really
the
cool.
British guy?
Yeah, or he's like
He acted. He was like the thing, right?
no.
Or
He's
was
the
like
guy.
he wasn't the director because that was Peter Jackson.
No, no, no. The guy. Oh, he was supposed to do the Halo movie, and then they took it away from him, and then we got the Halo show, which was utter garbage.
It's
District
crazy how some people
9.
are like, I like the show. I'm like, how?
That
If
bothers
you
me
were to
so much.
take, if you were to take 30 minutes of the entire season two, that would have been a great 30 minutes of action and this and that. And then, no,
I wouldn't know.
you're not missing much. You're not.
I didn't watch season 2. Neil Blomkamp.
I think I know what you're talking about.
He's like South African.
Yeah, yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, never mind. I don't know if I'm this guy. I was thinking about this one.
Did you guys ever watch Starship Troopers 2?
Yes.
Did you ever watch Starship Troopers Marauders?
Yes.
No,
I never watched.
No.
I've only watched one.
same.
Rico.
You know what to do. No, I've watched Starship Troopers 1, 2, and 3. And then I've watched Traders of Mars, which is the animated one, which is okay. And then what
They
was
have
the
an
other one?
animated one.
They have two animated movies.
That's dope. I didn't know that.
They're okay. I enjoy them.
The show was decent.
And then the
Cartoon.
show, but it's like really, really old.
Really old bad CGI.
Like
But it
really
was
old.
decent. You gotta shoot the nerve cluster.
Do you know who Brian T is? The Asian dude, DK and Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
He apparently played in Starship Troopers too,
Yes.
which I've never seen. So
Brian T. Literally T.
T T.
Yeah, he was
The second one
Yeah, it was DK. He was Shredder.
I'll say this. Starship Troopers, the first one, is one of my favorite movies. It's on Amazon Prime. If you are listening and you've never seen it, the budget for Starship Troopers 2. I'm going to back it up. Let me back it up. The Starship Troopers 1, they fire blanks, right? So it's like when they're shooting their guns, it looks like bullets are flying out of their guns because they're shooting blanks. The budget for blanks on Starship Troopers 1 was $1 million. They spent $1 million just on all the bullets they fired in Starship Troopers 1. Starship Troopers 2, the movie, the entire movie's budget is less than the amount of money that they spent on blanks in the first movie.
Jesus.
That makes sense.
It's
How do you
pretty.
spend $1
So they
million
don't.
on blanks.
Their guns don't shoot bullets. They shoot these like they have these little flashing lights. It's almost look like laser guns, but they're not. And the whole movie is basically just these troopers are stuck in this building. So a lot of there's no epic fights and battles and stuff. They're just all kind of trapped in this building, and it's like a horror movie kind of because the bugs develop like this I'm going to say brain bug, but it's not because it's the brain bug's the big thing. It's like this thing that gets inside your brain, right? And so it's who's a bug, who's not, and it's just okay. It's all right. It's whatever. It's not that great. And then the third one,
They brought Rico back, right?
they brought Rico back, yeah, and they actually gave him like the Marauder suits. But that one was a little weird too, but whatever.
I only saw a
a
little bit
scale-
of Marauders.
On a scale of 1 to 10, would you say the second one is 1 or 10? 10 being Empire Strikes Back, 1 being Rise of Skywalker.
Hmm.
I don't know if those are good references or not.
It's about a
That's
4.
a tough scale.
So Solo. Okay, cool. Got it.
Yeah, honestly, it's like Solo, and you'll love it. You weirdo.
You guys should really watch the Skeleton Crew.
I
Oh,
started to. And then
You're
I
gonna
don't know.
say it's literally like the next best thing that Disney's produced for Star Wars other than Andor.
all right.
And it's only going to be one season.
Good.
One and
I
done.
like that.
But it was good. It was very good. Then you got Andor season 2 coming out. I don't know what's going on with that trailer music, but someone said it was like, so Andor was basically this work of art, especially for the first 6 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like you're balancing a lot of politics. What the fuck, this guy? Bro, it looks like Master Chief.
Does look like Master
You're
Chief.
balancing politics with a little bit of action, but a lot of drama and all this, and it just somehow worked out, but nobody really watched it. Yeah. So then they're coming back with season, and like, we all know what happens to Andor. So it's gotta intense. They gotta bring the intensity with this season. Hopefully it's good and it stays true. I know, fingers crossed, but god damn it.
The Last of Us 2 also comes out in April.
That I don't think it's gonna be as good. It's not.
Also hoping.
I'm like, and it's unfortunate It's unfortunate because I feel like
I think they
because
said
with
they're not
the
gonna have a third one. So
I don't think they could survive after. Like I think this season's gonna be good, not as good as the first one, but I think the politics, today's politics, the game's politics, and a lot of fanboys that'll probably just hate on it just to hate on it.
yeah,
It's not gonna survive. So I think it's just it's unfortunate. But also, I'm not gonna lie, the second game was good, not as good as the first one, but also I'd rather play as Joel. Like
right.
he's like this
I was a
main
bit
protagonist. Yeah.
not taken back, but it was surprised that Joel dies so quick into the game.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, that's why I'm like, okay, what do we know? And then you got like the really, I don't really know why you're having to play as two people anyway, but
They could have, yeah, they could have like drawn out Joel's
you,
life and
or
did them two, and then make a third. Well, I think they're already making a third
uh,
game, but then make a
or
third game of the other chick,
you just
or
keep,
or a spinoff
or
or a
just
side,
keep
whatever.
more going with Ellie. Like
Yeah,
you got more with her, so I don't think it's gonna be as good.
I don't know what the third game will be
Time
about.
will be, time will tell. Time will tell. Time will tell.
Have you watched The Last of Us yet?
No.
Why not?
But you know what I
Four
have
was the
been doing?
best.
Not watching.
Not watching
No, I
myself.
know what he's gonna say. I know what he's gonna say. Making my character sheet.
Yes! All right. Gentlemen.
Character sheet.
I haven't done shit.
Good. We're gonna do it right now.
I was going to last night, but then I asked that question because I wasn't sure.
Did I put
No,
So
you
it's
should
10.
watch. You should watch Reacher.
Honestly, yeah, I've watched part of season 2 and I really liked it.
Dude, Reacher is like if Reacher came out like a couple years after Predator 1, you'd be like, yeah, this makes sense. It just happens to come out like 30 years later. It's
Yeah.
just a bunch of the big jack guy running around and enacting justice.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like a breath of fresh air. Just the ridiculousness in it. The acting is top notch, but it's
Yeah.
so good. It's
Is
like
it
an
the one with
expensive
the
sci-fi
Native
show.
American chick and stuff?
Uh,
Or no, that's just Predator.
No, that's just
no,
what's that one
Never
called?
mind. Ignore me.
Yeah.
no.
I know what you're talking about. Prey.
Prey, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That was good.
No, that was a good movie. Well, I know a lot of people didn't like it just because it was focused around a young Native American girl. But I mean, I
Who really gives a shit?
Yeah, I know exactly.
like,
It was
but
great
like,
movie.
whew,
It
especially
wasn't
with
it wasn't
Predator.
like overdone in that aspect. So like it was good.
I think it was just some of her. One of the critics I watched, it was just like she was able to like kind of like just pick up on these things without having real experience. And I think I was just like, well,
Yeah, but
I can
isn't
kind
that
of
like,
see that, but then also,
correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know, but isn't that
yeah.
like part of Native American culture where they're in tune with,
I think it
things?
was just like
I
she
don't
was
know.
taking leaps and bounds ahead of the boys in terms
Right.
of like tracking and shit like that. I was more so impressed by like the Predator itself. That thing was mean, especially
Yeah.
that whole grizzly scene. It's probably the coolest scene in like one of the coolest scenes I've seen in like such a long time. Just and it just knocks it out.
Have I talked about the AVP game that I've been playing?
No.
So
How bad is this? It was in 2004,
The
2005.
tabletop one?
no, it's the tabletop one. So it's
Oh,
basically
okay.
like
All right.
I have
Xbox 360.
coworkers. The AVP game actually is fun. I don't mind it, but it is like 2004. It's really old and dated. But yeah, it was a tabletop game. So imagine playing like Lord of the Rings or Starship Troopers and yada yada. We have a bunch of people come over. I built this cool like city map, and yeah, there are a bunch of humans trying to survive aliens and predators, and uh, and then one of them died, and I was like, okay, we gotta pick a new character, and I was like, cool. Do you want to choose from these humans, or do you want to choose this predator? And so the guy immediately is, and so it's been really cool. Uh, yeah, it's been fun.
That's dope.
Do that eventually once we get through this horror game, which we're about to play, which is this alien invasion. You guys have chosen Body Snatchers. If you look in the Discord, you'll see the character sheet. It is super simple.
It's cool.
You'll see that there are Three categories: physical, mental, social. And each of these have a offensive and a defensive skill. So physical, right? Offensive is dexterity, defensive is vitality. Mental. Offense is logic, defense is willpower, right? Charisma, or social,
Oh
sorry,
man, I haven't looked
charisma.
at
And
this in a while.
it's been a while. It's super simple. Each of your scores starts at one, right? The number one. You have 10 points across all six abilities to spend. So you can increase it up. You can spend that however you want, right? In addition to that, once you've figured out your numbers, you're also going to pick one positive trait and one negative trait for each of your three categories, right? So those are under the features. So physical thing, what's a positive thing, right? So or I'll do social, right? If we remember back in the day when we started our zombie one, Randy's negative one was talking to girls.
So
Presumably
bad.
this is all
So dope.
changed a little
Oh my
bit.
god.
So you're trying to build yourself as you are right now. So it's actually a really interesting experiment because how much y'all have grown as people. And that's it. That's it. That's all you need to do. Equipment, well, don't worry about because you'll have everything that you own in real life. And yeah, and if you remember, it was really simple. You basically assemble it. You need two different colored dice, right? D6s, because you're going to assemble your positive dice and you're going to assemble your negative dice. You're going to roll all those together. Any duplicates get canceled, right? And as long as you hit your number, whatever your stat is, right? That's like kind of the key for success, right? And depending on how many successes you have, good things happen. Does that make sense, to everybody?
Yep.
Yes.
Cool. So we can either do this in real time, or now that I've told this to you, you can think about it. But I'm curious, where your guys' mind is going when it comes to points allocation and features.
So we have 10 altogether.
10 points to spend. Everything starts at one,
um,
right? So everything is just one, 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 and then you cost a point to raise the number. Cost a point to raise the number.
yeah, mine's gonna be is gonna be dexterity and charisma. Those are gonna be
Hmm.
like my it's probably I'll probably go like 3 and 3, and then vitality. Ooh, fuck, that's already like so if it starts off at 1 and I go 3 and 3, did I use 4 points or 6 points?
You've used uh 3 and 3. You've used 4 points.
Okay, all right. Damn, I should have brought my notepad. Ooh.
See, I would think your dexterity and vitality would be like a 4.
Yeah, but I wanna
See, I'm curious because before you always said that if you had a chance to redo this, you would do it differently. I'm curious to know what
yeah.
I
that
Oh
don't.
means.
yeah.
Do you still have the old ones? I don't know what happened to all of my JARdon
I
MS fucking
probably
shit.
do in my red notebook.
I'll have
I'm
to
pretty sure I've
listen
got
back at the
everybody's written
episode.
down in my red notebook somewhere.
Let me see if I can.
Oh shit, this one. It's red
Ah!
notebook. Let me see. Hold on, let me see.
I think my empathy's still going to be pretty fucking low.
Fuck. Did I? Jerry, Barry, Gary, Liechtenstein, Bab Bankins. Anyone got some pop quiz asshole? You have a hair trigger pointed at your head. What do you do? Oh shit. This is so ridiculous. Fuck. Regular
Back these
show.
notes. These are kind of crazy.
So let's see. Dalton's mental was a 3. Social was well. Also, things were scaling up at that time. Damn, don't got a lot. I got Jacobs. Mentals 2. Physical was 4. Yeah, shit. Jay Graves 3 Dex, 3 Vitality, 3 Logic, 3 Will. He just kind of went like down
Yeah,
the
even across the
pipeline.
board. Yeah.
Yeah. Who else? Watch movie 48 hours. Yeah. Damn. Jurassic Park. There's a lot of shit written down in here.
Mm-hmm.
I even got Evans.
Mm-hmm.
2 Dex, 2 Vi, 3 Logic, 3 Will, 3 Charisma, 3 Empathy.
Evan just moved, but he said that once he gets kind of situated, he moved back up to Northern California.
Oh, he
Uh,
did?
yeah, yeah, he
Oh
bought a
shit.
house in up near Sacramento. I want to
Oh,
say,
that's. I was gonna say, I'm like, he just bought a house up around here. I'm like, fuck, he must be making a lot of money.
Dude, right? Does he
Well,
still?
then if you buy a house out in Sacramento, it'd be like the same as what I live in, except it's probably like 4 bedrooms, and two-car garage, and like an acre of land.
yep,
Like I've considered, like, if you
Uh,
move, you can make the same money you're making, and you just move up north to Sacktown, like, still big ass metropolitan city. There's a
yep.
river there. Dining
um, Bert, what would be like? I know you've explained this a bajillion times. Dexterity and vitality. What would be the difference used in the game?
Yeah, so dexterity would be like if you're making like an offensive physical attack, right? Or a something where you're like, hey, I'm trying to do something combatively, right? So dexterity would be like gun skills, right? So if you have guns, you're like, I
Okay.
don't want to shoot. But it's the same thing also if you had melee weapon or whatever. Anything that you're kind of doing like an offensive thing. Vitality is like, oh, I might have like a physical thing that's coming against you. You would roll your vitality to see if like how well you resist it, right? So it might be something could be like poison or
Mm.
because you look underneath of the dexterity, there's like that circle, but then you'll see like the sword and
Oh,
you'll
I
see the
see. Yeah,
shield, right? Shield is like defensive. Offensive are attacks that, or that I shouldn't say attacks, but offensive is like actions that that you are actively taking against something else. The defensive one will normally be things that are happening to you that you're trying to resist, right?
yeah.
So mental, right? For logic is holy smokes.
Goblin Quest.
Uh that's a trip. That's a trip. I mean, I have there our entire so far I have
I
40K.
I must have got it written. No, no, actually, no, I have it right here. Oh, actually, no, no, I have it right here. I just ripped the page off. Okay. So, Dalton, yours was 3 dex, 2 vitality, 3 logic, 3 will, 3 charisma, 2 empathy, and your mental was times 2. Bert, you had 2 dex, 3 vitality, 3 logic, 2 will, 4 charisma, 2 empathy. Not sure what the mental was on yours. I don't think my mental was there. Salty head as a scratch on there. Mine was 4 dex, 2 vitality, 2 logic, 3 will, 3 charisma, 2 empathy.
Yeah.
That's even looking at this right now makes me like wonder like what would I really change?
Yeah.
I know Jay didn't have any empathy.
Mm-hmm.
like, he didn't care about anybody.
Oh,
Oh man.
that's a
But then
trip.
having a low logic kind of sucked in
Yeah,
situations. Like
yeah. You also have
I
to
feel like my
remember.
character is way more logical.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
okay, but
Right.
then a boo. That's a tough one. Maybe you just knock that dex down just because I'm older and weaker.
Mhm. He says being the strongest one of mine is.
Yeah, fuck.
Bert, you're gonna do one too, right?
Hmm.
I think you should do
Mhm.
one because then we could try to mix
Mhm.
in, you know, like how we did with Lord of the Rings or whatever.
I even
Maybe we
got
can.
Rodney's and Jay's on here. Rodney had a 4 logic.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Would that be possible to like say you were visiting town
Yeah.
while the game
I mean,
goes,
I could do it.
and
It's just
then
the part that is bizarre is I'm also GMing. So what I don't want to have happen is uh I'm trying to tell the story and I'm trying to, essentially kill both of you. But
true,
I'm
yeah,
also
yeah.
there, right? So
Biased
yeah.
acts.
I was just trying to include you two.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I like playing all the NPCs. I like doing all the other stuff. But if,
All right,
let's say, one of you died, I could be like visiting town and then roll in. I liked, there's a version of this.
somehow you teleported over there.
Yeah, I travel. I mean, again, you guys didn't choose the alien invasion that I thought you would. So this one's gonna be. I have some pretty interesting stuff cooked up.
Which one do we choose?
Just body
Um,
snatchers.
that's right. Which one did you think we'd choose?
I thought you guys were gonna do like the classic like Martian invasion, like Mars
Oh, Green
attacks.
Man.
I have
Um,
the idea of paranoia
I don't
but
know. I
yeah,
think
this
the
one's gonna be super paranoid.
from
yeah.
the thing.
I was about to say. I think the body snatches is really gonna add some thrilling.
Oh hell, I mean I can give you my numbers right now.
Yeah, if you guys,
The only thing that I think has really changed that would change would be I'll go 4 decks.
mm-hmm. Let me write down.
Um, keep the charisma at 3. I'm gonna man, this is kind of a tough one. I'm gonna take keep the logic at 3, move logic up 1 to 3, keep empathy at 1, and then my will and vitality would be 2 and 3. Yeah, so I'm basically essentially just downing the empathy 1 and moving that over to the logic.
So your vitality is 3, you said?
No, my vitality is gonna stay as 2.
2, but your willpower is going to
It's gonna
be
be 3,
3.
and then but the logic is gonna be 3, and empathy is gonna be 1.
Got it. All right. What's your good physical trait and your one negative? Uh,
The uh physical trait, I'm strong.
weird.
The meathead thing. The negative trait, I could be leading with emotion.
Yeah, okay, but that I think is mental. So I need
Okay.
one positive physical thing, one negative physical thing.
The let's say the fuck, I was just talking about it. The right knee and the left shoulder might be
Okay,
a little more brittle than it was the last time.
got it. And what's your positive mental trait and your negative mental trait?
Positive mental trait uh is the ability just to like talk to people there. Is that can
Yeah,
I
I
go
think that's
down?
social though, right? So
Okay,
social, I
so
think you're a people person.
yeah. The mental, the negative for the mental is lead with emotion
Hmm.
sometimes. The positive for mental, the ability to just shut things out.
Mm. Hmm. So
Being a millennial.
yeah. Well,
Hey,
how
fuck
would I
you, just
phrase that?
bottle up and put it inside.
Yeah.
Figure it
So
out
like,
later. Suppress
Yeah, I
things.
was trying to figure out like what the positive word for it is, but like I know what you're saying. Yeah. Like you're like
I don't hide my emotions very well.
strong-minded.
strong-minded, yeah, or
Strong-minded.
okay. And what's your negative social trait? Can't talk to
Um,
girls. Got it. Okay,
fuck
great.
you. No, can't. I would say that was taken out of context. I don't have a lot of platonic women friends. That's what
Hmm.
it was.
Okay.
Um, I would say unintentionally intimidating.
Yeah.
I get that a lot. Still to this day.
Yeah, that's great.
Why do you look pissed off? I'm just standing here.
That's my resting bitch
That's
face.
my resting asshole bitch face
Yep.
all the time.
Dalton, where are you at this?
Um,
You want me to
I
go
got
over
my
your original stats again? Just so you get an
no,
idea?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Um, I got my numbers. I'm still working on my like positive, negative traits.
Okay. What's your
My
dexterity?
dexterity is 3,
Okay. And your vitality?
2,
Okay.
logic
Your
4,
yes.
willpower 3,
Okay.
charisma 3,
Mm-hmm.
and empathy 1.
Mm-hmm. You guys, yeah, that
Uh,
tracks.
it's just, yeah.
You guys robbing and stealing stuff and leaving people dead. All right, what's your pop? I'm so excited that we're doing this. What's your positive
Oh,
physical?
yeah, we should be writing this
That I'm
down.
still trying to think of. I guess physical would be like out of shape, or the negative would be like out of shape, I guess,
Sure.
probably.
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not in good shape.
Yep.
Positive would be um with this count, I am able to, I would say, due to my recent like work, like, how do I phrase this? I'm able to like sleep. I'm able to stay up
Hmm.
longer sleeping, or it's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
sleepy.
yeah.
I'm able to stay up longer,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
or crazy sleep schedule, I guess maybe.
Yeah, you need less sleep.
Yeah.
You're like a night owl. Okay, I like that.
I
What
know
about mental?
when you
Um,
respond sometimes at like 1 in the morning, I'm like, yeah, I guess I'm like, I can't engage in a combo right now. I need to sleep.
Yeah.
I usually try not to because I don't know if you guys' phone's out on loud
You're
or
like
something.
mine's
There's been a
never.
couple
It's always
times where
on
I've been
mine's.
woken up from my sleep being like, what? Huh? What? And because I let the ringer on and it's just like discussion topics, tacos or burritos. I'm like, fuck you. And I just go to sleep.
Now I
My
want a
phone's
burrito.
always on silent.
Now it
Always.
is, yeah.
Mental positive, I would say. I think still like I don't get stressed very easy.
Mhm. Chill vibes.
Negative, I would say. Fuck, I don't know. Any
It's like almost the
suggestions?
same thing, which is like there's almost like a how do I want to put this? It's not callousness, but it's like the same thing. You're like, hey, chill vibes. It's almost like you're
But also
unfazed, right?
paranoid.
Oh, paranoid? Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Perfect. That's definitely not going to come into play a ton.
Or I don't recall if we can buff our stats through while we play.
You're gonna get additional features. So you're gonna get additional like put. Remember every time you guys leveled up, it'd be like you'd get an additional like positive or negative thing.
Yeah.
So that's where it's gonna come into play. The numbers I think are pretty locked.
Okay.
Um, but I'll double check. But it's
No
like
worries.
you're gonna get more attributes, if that makes sense. And then
Yeah.
Dalton, what's your positive and negative social?
For social, for negative, I'm gonna put I don't trust people easily.
Hmm?
Like I
That tracks with the last one too.
yeah, I think that was the last one too. I don't
Yeah.
know. What did I have for my positive last time? Yeah, do you have it written down?
I might. Let me see. I might not.
I think you had it like
Oh, yeah, I don't believe I have
I don't
it.
remember actually.
I think I'm gonna change my negative to like socially awkward.
Okay.
Because like I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I've developed like an awkwardly social thing going on. I don't like people. Yeah, anyways, positive. Fuck, I don't know. I don't think I have a positive trait.
No, that's don't be silly.
Eyes.
I'd put positive as you're very like considerate, right? So you kind of
All right.
when someone has earned when your trust, right? Or they have you have earned no, they have earned your trust. You'll go out of your way when you need to.
I'll roll with it. Consider it.
Yeah. Unless you think of something different.
No, that's good.
I just think like the story of like my mom was like, I need what was it? Moana, who and you're like, I'll run this over, and you like ran over a movie.
Oh yeah, I
You
remember
didn't
that.
you didn't need to do that, but you did, right? Like, yeah. Cool. All right. With that, I think we're set. How's everybody doing on time? We now have what we need, so then next time we record, we can start playing. Unless y'all are like, no, I need to start right now. I need to play this.
I could go for a little bit, but it's up to Randy. Whatever,
Yeah,
or you
that's
guys,
fine.
whatever you guys got.
Fucking Tanya just left to go charge her car.
Nice.
Kind of throws off my breakfast
Plans for the day.
I'm
All right, I'll grab some
starving.
water then real quick,
My breakfast
and then I'm gonna set the stage. So excited.
He has come back from the dead.
Randy, take a snapshot of yours and then send it to me so I can write
Yeah.
it down.
Well, actually, I didn't write mine down.
On paper.
Or how about this? Let me.
Oh, well, if not, I'll have Bert
No,
do
I
it.
can,
then,
I
that's fine.
can do it real quick. Hold on. Just kind of didn't know how much paper I actually use on this notepad.
All right, you gentlemen ready?
Yes.
Oh, good. Good call putting it in the Discord.
I'm gonna write everything down later.
Yeah.
My book, yes. And over here. Sorry. Yeah, that's after that. Tee-hee-hee-hee.
When are we gonna go equipment? Or are we just gonna do that
I guess
as
it
we
would depend on when we
progress?
start off.
It depends on where you start off.
Because we
Yeah.
have definitely
You've got, yeah.
we definitely
Pallets
just
of
don't
water
have
to throw at
water
people.
bottles anymore.
Mm-hmm. That's a great way. All right, so let's,
Water bottle.
gentlemen, so we begin. Welcome to your doom. We open up at a restaurant. Where would you say the two of you would be going out and eating dinner together? Chili's.
That's the only place I can think of.
Great. We
Or
open up
In and
at
Out. Or
Chili's.
In and Out.
Let's go with Chili's because I need there to be a TV.
Okay, yeah.
All right. So you're sitting together, grabbing a meal, talking about whatever. We open up. And there's the normal clinging, clanging of dishes and people and conversations, but there's a little bit of a kind of a strange feeling that's moved over the town. Because recently, in the news, you can see on the TV, they're tracking, there's this meteor that's moving dangerously close to Earth's orbit. But scientists have told everyone, hey, don't worry, this is not one of those extinction level meteors. We've done the math, and it should pass by no problem. But everyone has kind of gripped themselves with a strange fascination and anticipation as this meteor is moving closer and closer to Earth. With that, y'all are sitting, though, in the restaurant. The news is on the TV. Your waiter comes up to you. What can I get for y'all today? They seem a little distracted, as if they're just kind of like they're supposed to be looking at you, but they're just looking at the TV.
Can I get? Does Chili's or Applebee's have those chicken wonton tacos?
Oh, that's Applebee's.
Oh, damn.
But yeah, no, Chili's has the Southwest egg rolls.
Oh yeah. Can I get some chicken wings?
Yeah.
They got
Chicken.
good-
Do you want those spicy?
Yeah, just regular buffalo. That's
Okay.
good.
They have their honey hot.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah. Can I was gonna look up, like kind of like just look at the individual that's not looking at us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get. They just got rid of it, so just hear me out because it's not on the menu anymore. Let me get that Philly Sando, and then just some French fries, and yeah, let's have a glass of water.
Water.
Oh, do you
Okay,
guys have fried pickles?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I'll check. I can check if I don't have those. Would you want something else?
Just some fries would be good too.
And did you want something to drink or water for you as well?
Can I just get water?
Got it. Okay. Yeah. Great. I'll get that in, and yeah. Understood. Or thanks. Well, okay. And they kind of walk away, just still kind of staring up at And again, it's just like a screen. So imagine like the news being like, there's not like there's this image of this asteroid coming towards Earth. It's all these like, news article flashy stuff like, well, this is what would happen if it did impact with us and the dinosaurs extinct and blah blah blah. The cut to like the screen, it's just like the night sky, right? Like nobody can
Yeah.
actually see this thing coming.
Mm.
But after a while, your food is delivered. You guys are eating. You're wrapping up your meal. Presumably, y'all could go your separate ways, but like, what do you all want to do? I guess with this feeling of this kind of like anticipation, there's almost like this like calm before the storm that's settled over this town. I guess what are y'all doing? If you knew that this was going to happen,
And it
and
is
again,
nighttime.
it's nighttime. In theory, everything should be fine. But I guess if you were at the cusp at the end of the world, what would you do?
Do I have my gun on me?
I don't think does River Park have like an open carry law?
No.
Oh, but you could have your CCW.
Do you have that?
Not no.
Mm.
I
Run the risk if you do.
where it feels well. Technically, you could run around with it in like your glove box. Or
Yeah.
trunk could be fine as long as you just can't whip it out on people
Yeah.
unless you're
If you want to roll that risk,
actively in danger.
Yeah.
So wait, hold on, back it up. This is we already knew about this meteor or whatever
Mhm.
coming.
It's basically been like for like a week, right? Scientists have said, "Hey, we know that this thing is coming uh close to Earth's orbit. It should be fine, but it's going to be really close. Uh but it's fine, right? Don't worry about it. Nothing to panic about here. But there's been like this slowly ramping up panic, even though they said don't worry about it. It's like we're getting closer and closer to this time where this meteor is going to be going past Earth, and it should be fine. Everything should be fine.
So
But if it didn't, if something did go wrong, this could be like a dinosaur level extinction event.
so me being paranoid,
Mm-hmm.
I want to say that I precautionarily, or whatever the word would be, brought my gun. It's in my trunk.
Sure,
It's in my range bag,
sure,
but I have my gun
sure.
in the bag in my trunk.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, is this a scenario where like both of our families are just like out of town?
Yeah.
Can we
Okay, sure.
can we do that? It just make it so much easier.
Yeah,
This
let's
makes
just
it
say,
easier.
yeah, they're out
and
of
the
town.
cats are out of town. Like,
There's no ties to our residence.
Sure.
I don't want any living because if my cats are there, I'll probably not want to leave my house. Like if
Could
that
be the
makes
answer. It could be the answer.
or unless one of my cats has already taken over.
Ooh, maybe they
Um,
are.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
However, I think it would be interesting to do it. I want to do whatever you guys. I don't want to put you guys in this weird situation. So yes, for the sake of this story, let's just say your family is out of town. They've gone to, a cabin out in the middle of somewhere. Right? Any sort of responsibilities that you don't want to have.
Is that family and pets would definitely drastically change my mindset of the game.
Okay?
Yeah.
Do you want that or no?
I don't know.
I mean,
What do you think, Randy?
The pets can be there, I guess. If it was just like, well, I mean, all right, think
Not
about-
so worried about the pets because
Well, think about this. Last time, the whole entire zombie campaign lasted, like, in theory, like 4 days.
Yeah.
This is
true. Over a span of 18 months.
Yeah.
Uh,
If you don't want to have to worry about managing that, I'd say let's just remove it. If you want the fun ability to have maybe your family members
See, that's
become
what I
body
also thought.
snatchers, wouldn't
have Sarah and Tanya on or some shit.
yeah. Here's the thing: if they wanted to come on and play at any point, they can come on and play.
Yeah.
Right. But do you want to have to worry about like, oh my God, are my parents body snatchers? It's up to you. Let's say, oh, sorry, how, if this was like a video game and the settings menu pops up, it's like, what difficulty do you want to play?
Normal.
I guess, what are your
Story mode.
thoughts? Story mode, like casual story mode,
Normal.
survivor, like,
Story mode where
Or
you don't.
heroic.
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I like my family not being here, or they're just out of town
Out of town.
because Rodney flew in out of nowhere.
Sure.
Last week.
Yeah. Again, it makes sense from the standpoint of perhaps you can yes and it, you can do whatever you want. They're not here. Again, there's been this idea that this potentially civilization-ending meteorite is coming. Maybe they rented a cabin out in the middle of nowhere. Maybe they decided to get out of town. They're not there. Don't worry about it. You don't have that responsibility. Great. But both of you are here. So the two of you are here. What do you all want to do? Like, what would you do in this situation?
So, upon realizing Dalton already has his pistol on him, I'm like, hey man, like you just you just want to head back to my place just so I can like just I don't know, just load up my gear, like it's also I can show you the AR.
Yeah, that works.
All right. Yeah, we took two cars, so I mean, well, actually, I don't know. Maybe we only took one car.
Did we? Let's
Well,
just say
because we're just there. I don't like unless we're
let's just say I
leaving.
picked you up.
Sure. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Let's head back to my place. Yeah. Just stuff does feel a little weird right now. I'm
It's a little
just
weird.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Load up.
I'd say you drive back to Randy's house. I'm not going to describe it so nobody actually
God,
shows
this
up.
ride is fucking bumpy.
Could I have you roll for me and see if you flip the car? No, nothing like that yet.
I don't know. It's a brand new damn car.
But I would like both.
Ooh, I do have half a tank of gas, by the way.
That's good.
Ooh, good. All right. Well, hmm. No, sorry. It's so weird going back to like a simpler system because before it'd be like, I need you to roll your perception for me. Do you spot? But it's like, no. Okay, so you pull up to Randy's house, and as you're kind of getting out of the car, you can just see though that above, it's almost like a shooting star, but it's almost you can see it instead of like shooting across the sky, it's kind of like coming down and coming this little bright light that's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Yes.
Sorry, backtrack a little bit. Was I
Yeah.
supposed to tell you how much ammo I would have?
Well, what do you mean?
Is that too late? Because I
No,
know
no.
how you're like,
Yeah, it's
You'll be
whatever
like,
you
"But
have.
you
Do you
didn't
have
say you
no
had
do you have no bullets?
no, I have plenty. I would be carrying 2 mags though.
Oh, okay. Good. Oh, sorry. I see what you're saying. Yeah, 2 mags. Okay. Great.
So
It's
he's
whatever
got
you currently
20
have
rounds 20
right
rounds.
now, right? I was gonna give you guys the opportunity to be like, hey, we're gonna play next week. Whatever you have starting the game is what you have in real life, and then you guys frantically go out and buy, as much ammo as you possibly can in real life. Didn't want to put that burden on you, but yeah, all right, 2 magazines. That's good to know. It's good to know. Yeah,
I just want to
great.
clarify because I know
Perfect.
You have to clarify.
It will come into effect eventually, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. Okay. So yeah, you see this light that's like kind of coming down.
Dog, you seen this? It's fucking crazy. Like,
damn.
is
that near
dude?
us?
I don't know, man. I'm gonna run upstairs and jump on my balcony and just look. Look
Yeah.
some more. This is nuts.
Do you have a telescope?
Not at all.
Yeah.
But if I'm
We have
up
one of those
higher,
new
I can see
Android
it
phones.
float.
We could take a picture
Yeah.
of it.
I know, right? I could look at the constellations with my Galaxy Note 23.
Plus,
All right. So then you're running in your house and you're going up to the balcony.
Yeah, so I run up to my house, run up to run upstairs, go to the balcony, and then just I want to look, see like where's this light going to? This is nuts.
Okay. Can I have you do for funsies the first roll of the game?
Dude, where is? I gotta find my bag. I only got a limited amount of dice.
I need some. You need some D6s.
I got all these sixes right here, but I know
Right.
that I'm missing my actual dice bag.
D6s.
Sure I'm doing this correctly. What's in this book? Why
Might go to
aliens?
Fun and Money.
I'm excited to add some more dramatic, super dramatic horror music.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay, character creation. Yep. Choosing features. Yep. Categories. Yep. Features. Yep. Assembling dice pool. Negative features. Yep. Anyways, well, I'm gonna wing it and then we'll go from there.
Hold up.
Yep, that's fine. I'm still looking for traumas. Yep.
Does anybody need to go to the bathroom? Lame.
Running a test. There we go. Yes, assemble your dice pool. Yes.
Simple.
Ugh.
Oh, kitty.
So apparently this breed is a Manx.
That's a.
A
Is
Manx. Manx, not Minx.
Oh.
Manx.
Yeah. I was like, I used to live with a minx,
Well,
and that cat got big.
I think he'll get bigger. I mean, I think he's coming up on a year soon. Then he'll.
Are you still fostering them, or you?
No. I mean, I had to keep two because Tanya.
Foster
But
fail.
it's nice because
Foster fail.
he's got like the spinal deformity, so his legs missing a little bit of tail. But it makes you wonder, like, would he get the same love and care in another house?
Yeah.
Because sometimes we got to clean him up, and all this stuff, and it kind of makes you a little emotional thinking about it. Like, damn,
Yeah.
literally just saved this cat, from
Saving his life. Yeah.
saving his life, or at least if he was out there, like he probably would have been dead by now. Or just not the ability, just a caked up asshole shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, dude, like it's nuts. Thank God we got him fixed. Shit. Oh, that's another thing. Just to backtrack. Vets wanted 350, 400 for a fucking neuter. You go to the RP animal shelter, you're like, oh yeah, $50.
Yep.
Just come on a Thursday. Okay.
Cha-ching.
Fucking racket, bro.
Racket.
So
Speaking
much.
of rackets, do you have some dice there in front of you?
Yeah, I got dice. I just
Okay.
don't know where my actual dice bag is.
Okay. So then do me a favor. So you're going to have one positive dice for the action. You're going to have one positive dice because you are, quote, strong.
Strong hand.
But I'm going to say one negative dice because you do have some pre-existing knee conditions and things. So it's going to be two positive dice.
It's like reality.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm gonna have like this is where the colors are gonna come into play.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Oh, I think this is what I was using last time we played.
Oh, yeah.
Solid colors. So we got two for the action and one negative.
Yep. Two positive, one negative.
All right. What am I rolling?
You just roll it, and then so what is your dexterity score?
Four.
I have it here. It is a 4. So you want to get 4s on your positive dice. Or lower.
I got 3 for the positive and 3 for the negative. This is pretty
So you should have two positive dice.
Yeah.
They were both 3s?
Yeah, everything's 3.
Oh, wow.
Alexa.
Everything's 3. Oh, that's great.
Turn my light
Uh,
off.
Oh,
That's nice. Sorry.
So you got a 3 and a 3 and a
Yeah.
3, right? So the negative cancels out one of the positive. So
Okay.
you're still with one positive dice, which is a success. So you make your way up the stairs, you get out, and you get there in time to see that this light is something falling from the sky. And as it's moving, it's like kind of like that entry, the heat of it entering.
It's slowing down.
It's
No,
slowing down.
it's not slowing down. But you see that it's crashing. Like it's heading to the north, and it's heading out towards like the reservoir.
Oh, like in Sonoma, in Glen
And
Ellen.
isn't there the water? What's the?
There's a reservoir in Sonoma that's very close to Glen Ellen, I believe.
Oh, but what's the Santa Rosa one? Isn't there
I don't know
the?
where the Santa Rosa
I
Reservoir
think
is.
just I don't think
What's the lake? Hmm.
There's Spring Lake and Lake Sonoma.
there's a Petaluma River.
Yeah, there's the Petaluma River. I guess we'll go there.
Petaluma River. This
I
guy.
don't know.
Really? He's listening
There's
too
the
much.
Russian
Now you
River.
gotta drive south.
Well, yeah, I know there's like Lake Mendocino and shit.
How about the Russian River?
No, but there's Spring Lake and Lake Sonoma. All right, no. There's two. There's Lake Ralphine and then there's Spring Lake, and then Lake Sonoma is further out. Like that's a drive.
Yeah, I don't want it to be a drive.
So like,
Alexa,
but like Lake
am I lying?
Sonoma or Spring Lake and Lake Ralphine are like right adjacent to each other, and that's where Howard Park is.
Oh yeah. All right. Mhm. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Sorry,
Oh, you're fine.
I'm just looking at Google Maps trying to figure out. I want it to be. Anyways, you see it. Oh, you guys have a. Anyways, it's to the north.
It's to the north.
It's to the north.
It's landing to the north.
Is it crash landing or landing?
Uh, it, from what you can tell, it's not slowing down. So presumably something is going to be crashing.
Like oh shit, like Dalton, the fucking thing, the light in the sky. That's something else, bro. It's like gonna crash. Like it's crashing somewhere in Santa Rosa. Like
How
it's
big is it?
crashing like right now.
Did you say how big it was already?
Nah, I didn't. I don't know. He didn't say. I think it's just. I just
Can
see something.
can we tell how big it is? Does it look like
Can I have you roll for me?
yes?
Looks like an egg.
Can I have you do your logic on
It's a
this?
Helldiver dropship.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
Helldiver.
Like a hell pod.
It's a hell pod.
Let's see. Your logic is 4,
4.
so you're gonna get 1 dice for the action.
Oh,
Man.
You are chill vibes, man. So I don't think, yeah, you're just kind of assessing it. But I'm also gonna say your paranoia is gonna be involved. What is this? What the fuck is this thing? So you're gonna get 2 positive dice, 1 negative dice.
Yeah. Negative is 5. Positive is 3 and 2.
Oh, okay. So that is 2 successes, but you have 1 uncanceled negative dice. So that paranoia is sinking because this thing is not a meteor. It's not like this giant world-ending thing that's been on the news. But this thing is probably sizable enough in the sense of it is like the size of a car.
Okay. What time is it?
What time do you guys normally eat dinner?
I'd say if we met up to go to dinner, probably 5:30, I guess.
depends on when I'm drunk.
But you only had water at for dinner. So
Yeah,
it's
that's true.
probably, let's say if you guys went there at 6,
Sure.
right? Ate dinner, how long? Maybe an hour and a
Yeah,
half.
probably less than that. Less
Probably
than an hour
less.
for
Yeah,
sure.
so by the time there and back, so it's probably like 7:30.
All right.
There and back again. Okay.
Damn. I think that's kind of big too.
Yeah, bro, that's fucking crazy. Hey, you want to see my guns though?
Yeah. Let me see the AR.
All right.
Yo, check it out. So let me. I'm gonna just take
You
my
figured out how to
setup
use
and.
the AR, right?
Yeah, we're for the sake of the game, still kind of up and up on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, well, hey, we at least shoot it like once or twice, every like 5 minutes. Just gotta clear
Yeah,
the
we'll just look
channel
up a
every
YouTube
time.
video or something.
We can do that. We can do that. Here, check it out. I want to bring my setup downstairs that I have in my next to my bed because
Mhm.
gotta have the safety.
While this is happening, that one uncanceled negative dice, Dalton, that paranoia is just kind of in eating in the back of your head, right?
Accurate.
What was that thing? And it's not long until I would say that uh, both of you hear this. It's very common down here. I don't know how common it is. You can tell me. Ghetto bird. You hear the sound of helicopters
Probably
flying over
once every 3 weeks, 3 to 5 weeks.
every night down here. Every night.
Yeah, well, you live in a neighborhood. No, I'm
Uh-huh.
just kidding.
Uh-huh.
Did you
Um,
say did you say it was slowing down or no?
No, it
Oh,
didn't
okay.
slow down. It was just crash landing, or there was no signs of it slowing down.
yeah.
Sorry, I know you said that already, but I didn't pay
No.
attention.
So after some time, you would probably hear something is like very overhead, flying overhead, and then already gone.
Bro, that's kind of that makes sense. I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
them like that makes sense. Um,
Sure they're trying to check out.
yeah. While we're like, I want to say like we got everything downstairs just on my counter, and
Hmm.
we're just sitting there like tinkering with the guns, loading the bullets. Doo-doo-doo.
Do.
Anything else that you want to do?
Um, you know what? Normally, because I don't, it's if there's nothing on, it's just like you gotta purely talk, and there's nothing to like react to, reactionary. Dalton, bro, I haven't canceled yet, but yeah, dude, I still got fucking Hulu TV. Let me just turn on the TV real quick.
Oh
Just turn on
yeah.
news. Let me just watch something because I mean, I paid it. Click. I'm gonna go to Fox News, by the way.
Nice, nice.
Oh no, no, wait, what's local? What's the local news?
Local.
Like
There you go.
KRTV, like
Yeah,
KRTV,
yeah.
KTVU.
I don't even
KTVU.
know
So I'm gonna
anymore.
look at. Hey, let me just find like I think it's like. Well, they all have branches of their local shit. So, but I think it's like
Right.
KTV was like they're really local here.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
KTVU or some
Yeah.
shit.
So I'm gonna. Yeah, let's just. Yeah, maybe there's something on about that. Like that's nuts. Because you can easily. How about this? Prior to me turning on the TV, I'm just on Instagram and I'm looking at what the fuck Santa Rosa, and you
Yeah.
see all these. I'll just remember, like, Dalton, there's a bunch of like short stories on what the fuck. Like a bunch of people are sending them in, like they're seeing like something like in this area, dude. Let's turn on
And
the news.
Damn.
the overall news that you would see though is like this thing definitely was coming up towards Santa Rosa, but then what was strange is it broke apart. So
Shit,
that car-sized thing kind of just
Do you think we shot it down somehow? Like the police or something?
dude, we would have heard something. That's
It's
that's
true.
that's a little odd.
That's
It's a
weird.
little that's a little weird.
You know, a
And what
while ago
like
they
yeah,
did say they had this mothership that was heading towards Earth.
I'm just
Just
gonna
saying.
like
I don't know if
peer
you
out
like
my.
conspiracy theories or not, but
I don't pay too much to that, but I'm just
I
gonna kind of
personally
peer out
love
my
them.
windows.
Should have been my
so
negative trait. I love conspiracy theories.
yeah, we can change it.
That kind of coincides with paranoid.
That's sorry, yeah. Well, yeah, I think it will be. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, then the local news is like reporting like, hey, yeah, there's this thing that happened. Everyone's kind of seeing it. You can see these like really grainy foam video footage of this thing, almost like um,
Ooh,
yes,
it's like signs. I
yep, yeah, and just and then it kind of goes out into like the hills, in like the areas up north of San Rosa. So not quite like the city.
Probably like I mean there's still like Healdsburg and Windsor.
Yeah. But imagine like kind of out by like the was
Gardenville, Healdsburg,
There's all the really expensive housing that burned down the last time
Fountain
in
Grove.
Fountain Grove. Yeah.
yeah, let's say Fountain Grove area. Well, it's kind of spreads. When I think that's the part that is alarming is you can kind of see. Well, actually, can I have both of you roll for me?
Ugh.
Do a logic. Oops. So this. Oops, I lost the character sheet. Great. So it's going to be logic. Um, and I wrote these down for a reason. So I think both of your guys' traits will be involved here. So strong-minded, and then for you, chill vibes for Dalton. So it's gonna be two positive dice. Dalton, I think unfortunately your paranoia is sinking in here, so you're gonna have one negative dice.
Always sinking in.
Mhm. Randy, you have no negatives for this. You just have to roll two positive
I
dice.
got a 2 and a 3.
Oh, your score, but your
Logic
score is
tres.
3. So that's two successes. Yeah,
How is it the success when it's a 2?
because you have to get that number or lower.
Oh, so if you go
So your
above
logic
it.
is 3. You need to get 3, 2, or 1.
Oh, so that all right, all right. It's kind
Oh
of like
shit. So
yeah,
a high
that's
number
why
can't,
when
is
when
bad.
Jay had like
No, high number
custodian.
is good.
Well, a high number is good, but you don't want to go over your number.
You don't want to go over your number. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
So, like,
Jay had like
6.
custodian numbers, and that's what like
Yeah.
it was very rare for him to roll.
So like a 6.
So like a 6. Yes. Wait, was that your positive or negative?
Yeah, I got 6 and 4 for my positive,
Okay.
and a 4 for my negative.
Well, the 4s cancel out, which is great. 6 is just you're just looking, you're like, huh, that looks strange. Randy, you would
Weird.
see this, right? I would say that the part that's very peculiar is whatever this car-shaped object, it broke apart, and instead of those things kind of like falling down, it's like they almost went into like different directions.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're talking about.
I was
With
like, what is this? Oh, what's
with
going
all
on?
that, with seeing what's on there, with seeing what's on the TV, is there any way that we can kind of decipher if one felt close to us or figure that out? Like, bro, like this is kind of crazy, dude. Like, I'm gonna blame Dalton. This is nuts. Like, this is like the craziest time that the families are out. Remember that last year with the zombies? This is
Jesus. We barely Oh wait, I didn't survive that. Reincarnated.
I would say
Or we hear a bang, a crash.
It can't be aliens because they said aliens are from the ocean. So
I mean, it could be a kaiju.
one is fallen down. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, you can.
yeah, you should be able to.
Actually, I don't want to.
Ah,
Uh,
because we know the terrain. like, like the biggest advantage that we could ever have is just knowing the area.
mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, one is kind of fallen closer out to what looks like Stony Point.
Okay, a couple miles away.
Yeah, and that's probably the closest one to you. Looks like yeah, that's probably the closest one to you.
Hey, Dalton.
Stony Point.
Yeah.
Well, I'm curious to like with finding out or knowing that one fell in that area. I want to know like the general state of like the new what's the news telling us? How are people reacting around the area? Is the news telling us anything of the sort? Should we just stay indoors?
Yeah, yeah. The local news, it's people are like kind of like um already on edge. So you see that people like some people are like it's the end of the world. It's like probably not so in the news, but like the responses on like social media, right? People are like freaking out. Some people look like they're trying to drive out to those areas to get a closer look. Um, but uh, it's not like anything is like devolved into like chaos quite
Yeah.
yet, but it's definitely like a powder keg, right? Like you can just feel as if It wouldn't take much to slight that sense of uh,
Like,
paranoia to the level of
yeah,
people like starting. Nobody's looting, nobody's doing
hysteria.
anything. Yeah, but it's like right there.
And
Do you,
I'm
do you
gonna
think we should go
while
check it out?
he's saying this, I'm like pulling the whiskey off the top of my
Yep.
fridge.
Yep.
Uh,
Or we could just bunker down and drink, whatever.
I'll pour down a couple.
Mhm.
Uh, bro, I'm so curious. I'm
Same,
so
dude.
curious, bro. I'm so curious. Yeah, dude, fuck it. Like, I'm like, and I'm gonna like, Dalton, is your car? Is it all-wheel drive? Is it four-wheel drive?
Uh, pretty sure it's just front wheel. I'll have to check.
You hear more
Because
help.
I have my truck too. That's the whole thing.
Mhm.
I have the truck here.
How much
I'm
gas is
like
in your truck?
half a tank, but I know it probably gets worse fuel economy than Dalton's. Like, but if we're being completely honest, my four-wheel drive cable snapped, so I can't actually shift to four-wheel drive. But it is a truck.
Yeah.
That's the other
Yeah.
the I'm gonna say Dalton, bro. Like, I am a little buzzed right now, feeling tough. Let's just go, bro. Like, fuck, I don't got work tomorrow. I'm off for the week. Like,
Yeah.
lazier.
I think you
Like,
should just get all your ammo, though. We can
I
quickly stop by
mean,
my house and grab my
To
ammo.
confirm, you want to get in your. This is for anyone listening. We would never condone drinking and then getting behind a vehicle. This is
no,
just for the sake of this game.
yes,
Yeah.
100%. And by the way, people, I got two DUIs. It's not fun. No, not fun.
I also don't ever.
But in the game, let's
But
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I'm gonna be like, I was gonna be like, tell them like, yeah, I don't really get to dress up like solid as Snake unless I'm like riding my motorcycle. So fuck it. Let's just go tactical, man. Let's just go like whatever.
Yeah.
We're in Sonoma County. People will understand. Like, so I want to throw on my motorcycle vest. I want to throw on because it's got like all the extra pouches and everything I
Mm-hmm.
need.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna throw on. I got boots,
Mm-hmm.
multiple pairs of boots. I'm gonna throw on the jeans, the comfortable jeans. By the way, I have to say that the comfortable jeans that have flexibility.
Yep.
Put
Dalton,
on the whole.
you're wearing whatever you wore to dinner.
Got the holster.
It would be shorts and Crocs
Perfect.
and a
Well,
sweater.
that's all because we stopped by my house, so I can change.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's what I'm
So-
saying. So if Dalton, I'm saying if Dalton wants to change, you need to go to his house.
Yeah, well, yeah. So
Yeah,
I say we grab all your gear
Yeah.
and then we'll stop by my house and grab my ammo and
for
change my
the
shit.
sake of it, because of how I know I'm with the AR, and I don't think I would. I'm just gonna take 50 rounds of AR ammo, and then I'll just take all my boxes of the nines. You know, I probably got like 100 rounds.
Yeah, so you have this in like your duffel.
Yeah, I got a carrying bag for the AR, and then I can put those extra slots and everything, and then I have a holster for the pistol, but I can also keep the pistol inside my vest. I've actually tried it. I know it works. So I was gonna keep my pistol in the vest, in the pouch. So if I ever need to, it's like what? And I'm gonna put on my gloves.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, this is great. You have all that equipment with you.
And yeah, at the house, yes, I do.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like in the game. In the
Yeah,
game.
yeah, and then
acknowledging that there's no bullet thieves running around town yet, so
Yeah.
you're good.
Yeah. Man, kind of a little overboard, Dalton, but fuck it, whatever.
Okay, we ball.
As long as everything's in the trunk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. All right. I'm just gonna grab a single water bottle, and
Sure.
then I'm ready to go.
Not a
Okay.
case of water bottles. I have a lot of trunk space, so
I don't think we need a case. I mean, we're just gonna go check
Just
something
go
out. and down
see
the
what's
street,
happening.
right?
I got 2 rows and both rows can go down. Make a huge ass trunk.
That's
Just
true.
saying.
Very true. Hey, well, I mean, nothing's really gonna happen. We can always come back, right?
Oh yeah. We'll just go and check it out.
Yeah, we can always come back.
You know?
No big
It's not like zombies they're gonna attack or anything.
deal.
As you exit Randy's house, there's more helicopters heading in the direction out. Can you just kind of and like a few of them are heading in the direction that you're presumably heading towards. You see more that are heading out towards, like north towards Santa Rosa. I would say you don't need a roll for this. I think both are familiar that these aren't like police helicopters. These are like Blackhawks,
Damn, dude.
but
So
unmarked.
like, so like the so now hear me out. It's 6, 7 o'clock this time this day, so it's still
Mhm.
light out.
Still light out. Yep.
Okay, so all right. So seeing that, I'm gonna tell Dalton straight up, like, bro, I just got some goosebumps. This isn't normal.
Right?
None of this is normal, but this is like
Well, didn't you say that like
something's going
once
on
it
there.
split apart, like a bunch of pieces just went like in a
Yeah,
straight
it was
line?
like a fireworks. One goes off and then 5 pieces fly
That's
in different
crazy.
directions. Like
Let's
it's
hurry
like
up
a
and go to my
Michael
house
Bay
and get my
movie.
stuff real quick.
Yeah, man.
Or it's too late.
Let's go. Definitely, regardless, you get out of these Crocs.
Yeah.
Can't be running into these. Put the spoilers down.
They got sport mode.
Yeah,
Took
so
me a
I'm just
second.
gonna load up into Dalton's
Okay.
vehicle.
Yep.
Dun, dun, dun.
You would all make your way to then Dalton's home. Dalton, what is it? Sorry, without incident. You
Mhm.
probably see that there's definitely some, as you're driving, like there's a couple points where, or a singular point, because it's not that far from Dalton's house, or Randy's house, Dalton's house, where a bunch of cop cars go by. Sirens come on, and they're heading out towards it. Yeah, in that general direction of like Stony Point. Right?
Damn, that's a lot of cops.
So I guess that would be what, west, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's west.
Okay.
I can imagine just like plowing past the expressway.
All right.
Like they're just speeding down. Yep. But you make it to Dalton's abode without incident. Dalton, what are you grabbing from your house? What are you changing into?
So I'm gonna keep wearing my short. Actually, I'm gonna change into like shorts with more pockets. I got a short with just like two side pouch pockets.
Mhm.
Think cargo shorts. I don't know.
Yeah,
Sure,
that's,
yeah,
that's definitely it.
And then just I have some I have these weird like I don't think they were actual motorcycle boots, but like I don't know. I have these weird dress. They're like borderline motorcycle dress boots.
But
So
the
I'm gonna
boots-
grab those, but I'm gonna just put on my tennis shoes, like my running shoes or whatever.
Sure.
And then I have like a duty belt, and it has
like a Batman utility belt.
like so it's got
Whoa.
two mag pouches,
Sick.
and then the for my holster. So I'm grabbing that, and
It's
then
pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I'll send you the link. It's pretty dope. And then my holster for the gun, and then my ammo.
While we're there, Dalton, bro, like you're a dispatcher. Can't you jump on and kind of hear what the fuck's going on?
No, because I'm not that kind of dispatcher.
Oh, you fucking!
I don't have that kind of
ah.
radio.
Well, here's the other thing, Dalton. What if there's some problems going across the board? Can't you jump on just here, like ambulances or anything like that?
No, our radio is just for we don't have like an actual
Grr!
police radio. I know it's kind of lame.
Where your head's at? Yeah.
All right.
But I have 125 round loose rounds, and then another 10 round mag.
You're taking all that with you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm paranoid. Remember?
Yeah. I know. I like it.
I've got 2 mags and 100 rounds of 9s and 50 rounds of blackout.
You're taking all that with you?
It's took it. It's
Okay.
taken.
Taken.
It's taken.
It is took.
It
Okay.
is took.
You guys assemble into Dalton's car again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Dalton, by the way, we might look like a bunch of fucking idiots rolling up over there.
Hey, at least we'll be prepared.
Yeah, we also might get arrested too.
We could. I mean, just don't. We'll keep
We'll
our
just
guns.
leave everything in the trunk.
Exactly.
That's fine.
You know?
Everything, as long as everything's in the trunk, we're fine. It's legal.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So
Did you
I'm
say
still
that
kind of
you
getting a
have
little
the
antsy.
pistol on your chest, though?
Let's just say it's still there, and I forgot.
Okay.
Because it's like, yeah.
All right.
Um,
What do you do?
yeah. No, I mean, how about let's just Let's sparingly get close.
Yeah, we'll just
We'll just
we'll,
drive around.
we'll just what we didn't know what was happening. We were
Let's just
just
head towards food next. We were
exactly
coming back from the range.
right. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
out that way.
All right.
All right, yeah, I'm ready.
If that's where you guys are going, you're driving out there.
I just
And
want to
you
keep
get
looking at my cell phone to see if there's anything like new.
you look at your cell phone, and before we saw all the footage, right, of the like people's cell phone footage, like capturing this thing, it's almost like it's all been scrubbed. Nothing is there.
No,
Mm. Yes,
bro, there's nothing on here. Like, I swear, dude, I saw like 15 videos on what the fuck Santa Rosa. Like, there's nothing here.
the fuck.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy, right? Like, hold on, bro. I got the Hulu Live TV on my phone. So let me check.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna look at KTVU. Um,
It's just like a signal. It's like, please stand by.
dude. Dude, that's fucking little odd.
it's
A
really
lot
weird.
odd.
There's no more videos on that app.
There's nothing, bro. There's
What about
nothing.
TikTok? Try to look up on TikTok.
I don't have TikTok app. You look.
It can't be just around here. Here's my phone. Look on TikTok.
All right, fine. How do you
Type
navigate
in
this?
weird meteor Sonoma County.
Let me just type in Santa Rosa. Like, yeah, that'll pop shit up. Bro, there's only like a video of somebody saying that there were videos.
What the fuck?
As you're
That's
saying
crap.
that, you know how like
Yeah.
TikTok, well, actually, you can correct me wrong. You know how like it just replays when you get to the end, it'll just automatically replay, right?
Yeah.
Like as you're watching that video of the guy saying like, yeah, it's weird, all these videos are on here, and it's like it like replays and it's like video not found.
The fuck?
Uh, huh. I was gonna give it back phone.
That's weird, dude.
Uh,
I think we should still head over there.
All right. I'm just kind of getting skeptical about shit. Like, all right, yeah. I mean,
Like we're not going crazy. Like I only had one drink.
didn't bring the whiskey. Fuck. Okay, let's go. Hey, bro, I like. This is probably some crazy fucking hoax that we're just gonna roll into. Like that's what I'm guessing. Just a bunch of weird people doing silly stuff.
Yeah, but that shit was falling from the sky.
There's a bunch of stuff that falls from the sky.
Ooh, maybe it's that one conspiracy, Project Bluebeam.
I don't know, bro. Like, it's just...
Oh, God, what have I done? All right. If you guys are making your way out there, it's like right when you get to the edge of like the city, right? If you were going in like the streets to get out to like in that back area, you see as you're approaching, you can see that there's a bunch of police lights up ahead, and it's like they've blocked off the road so that you can't get out there. So you can already see that there was probably a few other cars that were like same idea as you were like heading out there, and they're like being turned away. And you can see them like reluctantly driving back the way that you came. So
How far out and what road is this?
it's a great
Expressway?
question. Um, Let me look. It's a great question. Um, so what would you normally take to get out there? What it was?
Well, from Dalton's place,
Ravensteen?
Expressway.
Expressway?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
would
yeah, yeah. Well, imagine if you went out.
Just tell me where the lights are.
Yeah.
Or the police are stopping people, and then I'll just be like, all right, we're gonna go this way.
It's been a while, so I'm trying to look on here.
Try to make it
Runner Park
difficult.
Expressway.
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
So imagine it is right where. Oh yeah. Okay. It's a. So you know where that Chuck E. Cheese is, right? Where the food for.
Yeah.
So you know how like all those houses go all the way down to right where
Yes.
like I can share my screen.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
It's like you're driving down here. Can you see my cursor?
Yeah.
And
100%.
it's like you guys are right where this edge is, right? You can
Okay.
see that the cars like they've stopped people here,
Okay.
and people are like being forced to go back down that way.
Gotcha. All right, Dalton. Let's do this. Let's just turn around here so we don't have to drive all the way there. Let's back out. Let's go back down Expressway. Let's take a right at the light where Chevron is. We'll cut across, but we're not going to go down Gravenstein. We're actually going to take one step even further, and we'll cut through a portion of Gravenstein's on the left-hand side, and we'll make our way out there. Kind of come out near the quarry, and maybe we'll see something. What I just said is going to be extremely hard to just kind of find
Yeah,
on the
sure.
map, but it's
Yeah.
like it's basically going back out, take a right, keep going straight, take another right, then take a left before you get out there, go through some residential, and then we kind of end up where that winery thing
Aslows,
was
right?
that we were at, yeah, in the zombie game, and we go out that way.
Yes. The winery. What was that one called?
No idea because you guys knew it and I didn't.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't even
yeah.
remember.
Okay. So here's
There's
the
like a
thing.
water tower up there.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, perfect. So here's the thing. As you get closer to that winery area, that's where you see like a lot of these helicopters. There's just like one that seems to be kind of like circling and kind of going around. That's it seems to be like a huge concentration of activity in that area. Um, I would say because you've taken this back way, you could get closer, but you can see that there's like a lot of not just police activity, but like
Civilian?
no, like
Ooh.
government.
Black
Um,
SUVs.
Yes, correct.
seeing this, and your car's dark red, right? Dalton?
Mine? No, it's like dark green.
Okay, it's dark. Good. All right. I'm like, bro, let's just pull off and just kind of like observe.
Yeah,
Let's
it's a
just
good
like
idea.
let's it's getting a little hot. It's not a little. It's fucking dude. It's hot over here.
Dude, that's
Like
crazy.
now, like my I
Ooh,
feel like my palms are sweating through my gloves. So I'm
ooh,
like,
we
this
can
is
turn
kind
on
of.
the. They have like the police scanner for the phones. We can turn on that.
I
They usually
mean,
have some
fuck it.
decent traffic on there.
Let me see. Let's just.
I'm gonna turn that on.
You know what? Yeah.
I'm gonna park and then
Mm-hmm.
keep the engine on, turn off the lights, and turn on my scanner phone.
You know, I'm just gonna think of like the random thing while you're doing that. I'll just check next door. There's
What does that do?
maybe some Karens might be on there
Oh
random.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you never know. Let
Some
me just see.
Margaret's.
Yeah, Margaret's. I got a Margaret on my team.
It's weird when you try to go into this app. Have you ever been around one of those people that has like those like cell phone signal blockers?
Yeah, no,
Hmm.
but I know of them. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's essentially like that. Like you're constantly trying to connect to like the mobile network,
Yeah.
and
Hmm.
it's like down
Fuck.
or
Can't connect to
Um.
anything,
can't connect to
So
anything.
I'm gonna just I'm gonna
dude.
do like a slight like tap on
Dude,
all
it's the.
four. You got this car? Doesn't even produce us Wi-Fi, bro. Like, come on.
Actually, it does have a Wi-Fi hotspot,
Ooh. Hey, does it
but that'll
work? Let's see.
probably also.
Hmm.
So I'm just gonna
Um,
try to mess around with my settings real quick. I'm like, bro, I got nothing. I
dude, this
got
got to be the
nothing.
government, dude.
Yeah, probably more than likely.
They might be like blocking our signal because we had signal and we're not. It's not like we're in the middle of nowhere.
God, dude, what if it's aliens? That'd be fucking funny. That'd be wild, right?
It did come from the sky, but they said aliens came from the ocean, so I don't know.
Maybe
Telling you, it's the Project Bluebeam.
it's the Russians. We just start. I feel like we just start playing off like jokingly at this point. Like, it's probably nothing. It's probably much. You want to get closer?
Yeah, I do.
I want to roll
What do you
down my
do?
windows at this point, just
Yeah.
because this is
It's
one
still
of the.
daytime, right?
It's still well. It's like Yeah, the sun is probably going down at this point.
Like
I'll turn my lights back on.
it'll be dusk at 7:20.
Oh yeah, then yeah, it's
Yeah.
about that time. Yeah.
All right, I'll turn my lights back on.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're trying to
So
drive closer?
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, I want to see how
just
close I can get
inch a little
before
closer. Little
we're
closer. Told
turned
to
away.
Okay. Can I have you roll for me?
Yeah.
All right. I'd like you to roll your logic on this because you're trying to move as close as you can, presumably without drawing attention to yourself, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So this is you being like, all right. So you're gonna get one for the your chill vibes, right? You're one for the action. I'm gonna say your paranoia is kicking in, so you're gonna get that negative dice. So two positive, one negative.
Positives are 5 and a 1. Negatives a 1.
All right. Well, the ones cancel out,
Of course they
leaving
do.
you with the 5. That is a failure. So as you're moving closer, one of the helicopters that seems to be like hovering above, as you're kind of making your way there, just kind of comes over closer to you in your direction, and then boom, puts like a spotlight on your car.
Oh shit, Randall!
Uh,
Fucking helicopter! I'm gonna slam on my brakes.
kind of like that little panic thing. Like, I'm gonna like unzip my vest and take my gun. I'm like, let me throw it in the back real fast, bro. Like, oh shit. Like, so I was gonna like just kind of like hastily, kind of just jump to the back seat and put it in its case, and then jump back to the front. All right, dude. Okay.
If you're listening on the police scanner, right, you hear that there's like basically they're sending a car to your direction.
Oh shit.
Once it does a spotlight on me, I'm just gonna slam on my brakes and stop.
Yo, maybe we should just turn
I
around.
should probably just leave.
Yeah,
I mean, we
let's-
can maybe just hang back a little bit and just watch.
They're watching
but-
us now. Ladies and
I'm gonna try to turn around and
All right.
You hear that there's like on the police scanner that there's a patrol car that's being sent to you.
oh, we can use the police scanner.
That, because you said that's what you tapped into, right?
Yeah, but I thought the phones had like blocked.
Oh, is it like an
mobile.
app that you use to
Mhm.
do it?
Yeah, it's an app.
Then yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't know, but you would presume. Not even presume. You see that there is a patrol car that is coming to your car.
Does it have the
You guys
lights
were
on?
turning around. Oh yeah.
Okay, well then if they have the lights on, I'm gonna stop, pull over.
All right. All right. Let's just sit here. And wait.
All right. The helicopter, once it sees the police car come up to you, goes away, and you see that two officers get out, hands are already on their sidearms, that not pulled out, but they're approaching your car.
Well, this worked out well. Put the windows down.
Mhm.
Doo-doo-doo.
Gentlemen?
Taking a long time.
Hello, officer.
How's your evening going?
Interesting. We just saw
One
the
is like-
commotion and
One is coming up to you, the other one is just like walking on around the other side, stops, looks at Randy, keeps going to the back.
we saw the commotion while we were driving over here and
Okay, all right. So you saw, yeah. Question for you, gentlemen: have you been drinking tonight?
Yeah.
my buddy over here had a drink, but I'm the one driving, so I haven't.
Hmm. Didn't you say you had one drink though? That's interesting. You sure you hadn't had anything to drink? I smell alcohol.
It's probably
Talking to my
coming.
buddy, he had a good amount.
Good. Okay. Just one with dinner, or you guys and the other guys in the back. You guys seem what do you all prepared for something? Because he looks at Randy just decked out in that vest. He's like,
We were actually we were just We were at the Circle West. We were just there for a little bit later.
Can I
Hung out, we'll
have
turn around.
both of you roll your willpower for me, please?
Jesus. What
The
happens if we get arrested in the game?
zip tie guy.
Mhm.
Can we get arrested? Is that
Yeah,
possible?
you
Is that a
certainly
thing?
can. That might be how this goes. So you're gonna do your willpower for me.
Good thing you can get straight out of jail, so that's good.
Yeah. One for the action. I think, Randy, you're strong-minded, so you're gonna get another positive dice with this. Dalton as well. You're gonna have one for the action, one for the your chill vibes. But your paranoia is sinking in, so I'm gonna say you're gonna have that as well. And then I'm gonna add another negative dice because they're cops and that pressure. So for each of you, for Dalton, two positive, two negative. Randy, two positive, one negative.
Ugh.
I'm 2 and 2, you said?
Yeah, two and two.
So I got a 1 and a 2 for the positive, and then I have a 5 for the negative.
Yeah.
I got a 5 and a 1 for my positive, a 6 and a 3 for my negative.
Okay. All right. So technically, right, with the one and a two, that's two successes. So you're fine, but there is a sense of like that's like sorry, this is Randy first. That
You
sweat is
sweat.
just like
Yeah.
coming down, right? Um Dalton, you got one success, right? So that is one, but you have two uncanceled negative dice. So that
Oh, I
is
haven't heard that
like
in a while.
yeah. So with this though, it's like I guess walk me through how you think that that would be manifesting.
Me?
Yeah, like with your negative two negative dice, right? Uncanceled.
Um, I think the police are going to ask why Randy seems a little nervous. Um, they're going to ask. I don't know.
Do you have any weapons on you?
Yeah, we just came back from the range earlier in Petaluma
So
area.
so you were drinking and then firing weapons,
I wasn't drinking.
No,
but he was.
no, we had drinks after we
Yeah.
left the range.
We
They
just
don't allow
haven't.
drinks at Circle West.
We just haven't put our stuff away. They're all locked up in our bags in the back,
Sir, can I
which is
ask you to step out
which
of the
is the
vehicle,
legal
please?
way to transport. Yeah, definitely. I'm
Can I
gonna
have your
get
license
out.
and registration, please?
Yeah, there you go.
Can I have your other license and registration?
All right. So he's gonna take that back to his car. The other guy is just standing at the passenger side, staring intently at Randy.
Is he next to me? Or is
he's
Randy
not.
still in
He's
the
just
car?
on my
Okay.
side,
Yeah,
staring
yeah.
passionately.
So I couldn't talk to the other officer?
You could talk across, you know.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do.
Some time goes by, comes back. I need both of you to roll for me. One more.
Okay.
You're gonna do your charisma on this. So it's going to be one for the action. You're both going to get uh Randy, you're a people person, so you're going to get a positive one. But you're also going to get a -1 because you are unintentionally intimidating. You're a big guy strapped with all this stuff. So that's two positive, one negative.
Ugh, rough.
Dalton, you're going to do the same. So one for the action, one positive. But you are socially awkward, so you're going to get negative. So two positives, one negative for both of you.
So wait, 2 positive, 1 negative for me?
Mhm.
All right, so I had a 1 and a 5 for the positive, and I have a 3 for the negative.
Damn. I got a 1 and a 4 for my positive, and a 5 for my negative.
Okay. So technically, successes with it. All right, sir, we're gonna let you go.
Appreciate that.
but we're gonna lead you out.
Okay, that understood.
Okay. So with
It's
that
not gonna
key,
say shit. Just gonna sit there.
you
Words
see
are weapons.
you see them lead you out of that immediate area, leading you back to kind of like where the residential is, and you're kind of back to the street. However, you see that there's this black unmarked van that's
Mhm.
kind of there off the side, and as you start to drive away, it's just following you.
I'm ignoring the van and
Mhm.
I'm just gonna pull over. And you know that episode of Rick and Morty whenever they get into their spaceship after they like go a bunch of universes and they're like, that was so close. I didn't have control of that at
Yeah,
all.
yeah, yeah,
We
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
stop doing this shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at Dalton like, bro, I haven't felt like that since like high school, like
Right.
like early 20s, man. Fuck, that was intense. No, I shouldn't even say that. When I
It's
was
even worse
28,
now
got my
because
last DUI. That was rough, bro.
was
Um,
is there any food next to us?
Like
Like,
places to eat.
well, where are we at exactly? Are we close to that
we're
Burger
like
King?
downtown Katati.
Yeah, downtown Katati.
So like, let's say for example, we just passed like the police station, or we're
Oh,
at the
okay.
police station or something like
So
that.
there's no drive-through places around.
It's Katati. There's Loco Pizza.
No, I wanted a drive-through.
There ain't no drive-through. It's Katati. Get out of here.
I'm just gonna head towards.
You know, somebody won $10 million or $30 million at Katati
Mhm.
Market
Yeah,
off a
Whoa,
lotto
really?
ticket. Yeah,
yeah.
fucking
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Lucky bastards.
Yeah.
I didn't win because I didn't play.
Randy, unless you have anywhere you want to go, I think I'm just gonna head all the way down East Katati Avenue and go to Petaluma Hill Road. I'm
Gee,
not
I mean, unless you want to try to hit up like McDonald's or something, I was gonna be like,
okay.
bro, we
The
can stop
reason
off at
why I
the
wanted
mall.
to drive through is I wanted to go through a drive through to see if that van also goes through the drive through.
Well, just tell me that in the game.
Not that I'm actually hungry. I just wanted to
no, I
see
know.
what the
Tell me
van
that in the
does.
game. Like, yeah. Yeah, man. Fuck it. Like,
I, I'm just gonna drive around and see what this van does
I mean, we could almost just because we're
because
going that way.
I
We
don't
could
want to go
almost
back to your
literally.
house.
We could pull in the house. You could just drive past my house. I mean, it's got two. It's like it's figure eight. You can just kind of see whatever you want to do,
True.
pal. Or we can go where there's light. 100%.
Um,
There's Oliver's Market right there. It's lit
yeah,
up.
let's go in the Oliver's parking lot.
Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, anyway, I gotta take a piss, so I mean, let's go in right in real fast.
Yeah, so we're gonna go to Oliver's Market.
Sure.
Oliver's.
So you guys pull into the parking lot, get out, go into the market. Intention?
Are you going in, Randy?
I'm gonna run in real fast because I gotta use the restroom and I might
Yeah,
as
I'm
well
just gonna
just grab something.
stay out in the car, parked.
All right.
Okay. You run inside. This van has definitely followed you, and it's just like in the parking lot, but like not close to you.
I would say when I walk out, back out, um, I definitely notice the van. I'm just not gonna like look directly towards it. I'm just gonna walk back
Randy,
to
I
it.
kind of want to go up to the van. I mean, we're not doing anything wrong. I'm just gonna ask them why they're following us.
But what if they're not? It's just coincidence.
Could be. All right. Should we go back to your house? I don't.
How about this, man? Let's just do another little test. Let's just pull into A&L Market down the street. It's still light. There's a lot of people over there.
Yeah.
It's not late. It's getting dark.
Well,
The
street
A&L
lights.
Market is.
Oh, perfect.
Street
Perfect.
lights,
Yeah,
street
yeah,
lights.
yeah.
So let's
Yep,
just
yep.
pull in front of this business. Solas Tech is still open. There's lights there. There's going to be foot traffic. So, I mean, I mean, we can always confront it if we really want to. Like, I
We'll think about
don't
it later.
know. I'm
But we'll go to
skeptical
there
of
at least.
things. All right. Follow your lead. You want Chex Mix?
I have
Okay.
Mentos.
Kind of expensive for this bag, by the way.
I'm gonna roll. Hmm. The van doesn't seem to follow you anymore.
Okay.
Hey, cool. Bro, I got my heart racing there.
Right?
Man, I don't know what we were gonna do, but it probably wasn't gonna be fun.
No, I did not want to get busted having these guns and
Fuck that,
taking a sip
dude.
of alcohol. And
Shit, let's just go back to my house and drink.
I'm
Let's,
gonna get I'm gonna get some liquid death real quick.
sure.
I'm gonna go into AM Market and
Yeah, oh, yeah,
get
you're
a
good, bro.
couple
Yeah,
cans of
let's get some stuff. Yeah,
liquid
you're fine.
death.
You go to try to purchase it, but the guy's like, "Hey, sorry, man, my system's down. Um, I can only take cash."
That's great. I got cash.
Okay.
Here's my
Dalton pays
cash.
with cash, and I'm just gonna be like,
Do you
cash.
want anything? I got like $25.
Dude, it reminds me like Dumber and Dumber. Where'd you get that? Oh, you know Billy? Ah, no, bro. I got the yeah. I mean, I got like a couple bottles of whiskey at the house. I mean, we're fine unless you need like a chaser.
All right.
It's either milk or protein or water.
Cool.
Got some vodka too, actually. Yeah.
All right. You guys purchase your things. You get back to your house. Is there anything particular you're doing? You're just drinking?
I want to bring the weapons inside,
Yes, yes, yes.
100%. And for the light awkwardness, or because you go into like this little, well, I'll say slight my light paranoia mode, or like this comfortability factor now that I'm at my house.
Back at your house, yep.
I'm gonna walk along the side of my house, you know, just because I can at this point. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna walk along, gonna walk to my backyard. I'm gonna grab my axe that's in the backyard. I'm just gonna bring it
Mm-hmm.
inside. I'm just gonna leave it next to the
Mm-hmm.
door. Like at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
I did, like, bro, like that was weird, man.
Can
Like,
I actually have you roll for me?
sure.
Super weird.
I do have a double-sided axe in my backyard.
That's amazing. Do your willpower for me on this.
Hmm.
It's going to be one for the action, uh, and then another positive one because you are a strong mind. But you also lead with emotion, so there's some high emotions right now.
Well, definitely high emotions.
So
All right.
two positive, one
Emotions.
negative.
Oof. So I got a 1 and a 6 for the positive, and I got a 3 for the negative.
Okay. So
I stopped by fun. What even the
you as you go and do your perimeter, you're getting more and more whatever this feeling of anxiety
Yeah,
is
that's
like
perfect.
building up
That's
for
exactly
you.
what it is.
And like for a brief moment you look up and you think you see the black unmarked van. And then when you kind of like do a double take, it's like not there.
Mm. So, no.
Are you good?
Yeah, I just thought I saw the van outside, bro. I
Oh,
mean,
what the fuck?
I thought I saw it. While I think I saw it, I'm still like literally closing all my windows and blinds
Mm-hmm.
and things. I'm gonna go upstairs, close those, and even yeah, I'm telling you, bro, like you read that zombie survival guidebook, and I was like, all right, let me just, even for the sake of it, I'm gonna close all my bedroom doors too,
Mm-hmm.
and we're just gonna post up downstairs, hang out, and this will all be fine tomorrow.
I'm gonna grab my gun out of the bag and
Yeah, sure.
load it and rack it.
We
Mm-hmm.
can just play with the stuff. It's fine.
Yeah,
Drinking and
yeah.
guns are fine.
Okay.
I got a crossbow upstairs with no bolts.
I mean, we can get
You can
bolts.
get bolts. So
But
as you
like,
all, okay,
but I would
good.
say because of the weirdness of how I feel, and this is like factual. Like I
Hmm.
go plug in my lithium battery just to charge it.
Hmm.
Make sure it's charged just in case. You never know. You never know. It's
Okay.
portable
Dude, we
battery.
should just stack all of our equipment and everything in one spot. So if we need to bug out, we can just grab it. I think you should also get your crossbow too. I know you got no
Yeah.
bolts, but you never know.
It's pretty fucking not operational. Like, the axes
Uh,
will work. But anyway, man, yeah. Just be like, no, it's a little over the top, but man, fuck it. At least I'm not in this
I'm
by myself.
I'm like you. I'm not a prepper in any sense, but if like this weird shit was happening, I would definitely be like
I have like
getting ready.
because of just the weird state of mind that I have and reading the zombie survival guide book. Like whenever I'm in my house, I walk by stuff, I do things like I always just think of like what if, like where would I go? What's the routes I'm taking? What am I doing? And a lot of it's just hunkering down at the house and just
Yep.
fortifying everything.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
usually the best thing. But it's just like what are those crucial days after? Like, all right, what are we doing? How are we going to set ourselves up for potential defense and or success?
Yeah.
But yeah, having guns helps. It makes me feel better. I'm not
Right?
gonna lie. Like it definitely does. Yeah.
So if you guys are kind of preparing, and eventually, presumably, y'all are going to sleep at some point, but your intention is to hunker down in Randy's house.
Dalton, you can spend the night, dude. I figure you were always gonna. Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
think I'm
fine.
just gonna hang out here tonight.
Yeah,
It's a
you're
little
good.
weird.
Cats aren't here, but it's fine.
That van's got me spooked, man.
I know, dude. It's kind of wild. I might just go outside and do some weird stuff and back the truck up into like the parking spot. Like, yeah, we're ready.
Ready to
We need to
go?
load up the truck in the Santa Fe. We're fucking gone.
Yeah.
Do it.
I know, dude.
So if y'all, do your various prepping things throughout the night, right? Eventually, you do go to sleep. However, perhaps like paranoid or uncomfortable that is, eventually sleep finds you. And you wake up to something strange, which is one, it seems like everyone's phones are working again. The news is reporting that there was some sort of, sorry, the main news seems to still be focused on the fact that this large meteor is still on its way to Earth, right? Again, it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be safe, it's gonna, whatever. The local news seems to ignore the events of last night. They said, hey, something happened, it was strange, but whatever, just a smaller thing, whatever, not a big deal. No mentioning of the helicopters, no mentioning of unmarked vans. Police indicate that they're like, hey, there was some stuff that happened, but whatever. It's routine tests, right? The thing that does seem to be reported, kind of in the news, is reports of increased aggression in dogs.
Dogs?
Dogs.
Like the thing.
Seems like dogs are attacking other dogs. There's reported increase in kind of this aggression. So everybody is like, hey, as you know, you're responsible for your dogs. You need to keep them on leashes. But it seems like there is kind of like reports of like even like coyotes attacking each other.
Mhm.
Man, Randy, I'm really glad we're cat people.
I know, right? Shit. That's man. That's something, man. Yeah. Yeah. Well.
Should we call Bert?
Yeah. Let's just see. Yeah. Call him. See how Ninja's doing.
Goes to voicemail.
Yo,
And
Bert,
then this is when I'm like, yeah, it always goes to voicemail. We try calling him.
we had a
Text it.
crazy thing happen here, dude. Some shit was falling out of the sky. I'm sure you heard about it. And we tried to go to it, and then we almost got arrested because we went too close and we had our guns, and then this crazy van was following us. But
I'm just gonna send it. Yeah.
now we're seeing dogs are like super aggressive. We just want to know if Ninja ate you or not. Okay, bye.
Discussion topic. While I'm sending this crazy event last night with Dalton and I. Exclamation point send.
Yep. Great. As you send that, there is a with kind of like it was really weird, strange, and if this was a show or movie, right? The kind of come out of Randy's house. The morning is there, the light, days to form. We kind of get this like drone over the head shot, right, of like the town and things. The helicopters are gone. It just seems like, again, there's this strange feeling over the town, like almost as if it is a calm before a storm. And if we see that, though, as it's going up, it starts to come back down, the camera. As we see Randy's house, maybe we see Dalton and Randy, and like, oh no, you closed the blinds, so we just have to know, unless you would open them in the morning. It's just back out. Slow moving. Black van. Drives by. Stops.
Dun, dun, dun.
Keeps
Dun, dun, dun.
And with that, we'll just end today.
Fucking van.
You gotta have the thing paranoia sound effects. Dun, dun. I was gonna say, is this like Peacemaker? Similar, like little butterflies. Yeah.
Butterfly in the sky.
Yeah.
I could fly twice as high.
Hi. Oh man.
Take a look. It's in a
In
book.
that book.
Your soul is mine. Rainbow. All right. You guys successfully survived your first night. What's going to happen? I don't know.
Crazy.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
All right. Well, this one went really long, but I'm super
It did
excited. I would
go
keep
long.
going, but I want you guys to, I need to eat something and I gotta walk the dog.
Yeah, I
But
need to eat and pee.
I'm excited to see where this goes. There was a version of this where, man, I really wanted. Yeah, well, I won't tell you. All right.
You really want to what?
No, I won't tell you. That's fine.
Oh.
Time will tell.
Join the mess.
Darn the mess, everybody.
Thanks.
We friends united, ready to confess, taking on the world with JARdon the man.